Gang, look. They like, Solo, we been in the drought, man, you gotta give us something. I was like, alright. Took a break for a minute, but now we right back to the business. The shop is back open up. We come from Miami, they think that it's sweet, but this week we gon' prove ain't no coconut. We was praying for Manny, but now he back healthy, ain't lose no position, we going up. We started the season a rank, and now we top 10 BCS, gotta notice us. The squad been putting in work, we 7-1, we reaching for new levels. Believing in God, we're facing the squad, we never been scared of no Blue Devils. Our eyes on the prize, we just wanna rise and be at the top of the ACC. We all in your face, it ain't make believe. We went out to schedule, few teams, take some L's, and I guess it's gonna be some new vacancies. My squad got it covered like Maybelline. We just want a ball, put on for the city, come back with a ring like it's 83. I be throwing at you, but don't play with me. I get with the gang and it's mutual. Been winning these games, they say it ain't pretty, but really a victory beautiful. We get the NC, I bet Duke know. We tryna blow through them like hookah smoke, but no, we not sleeping at all. Don't care about their record, let's play like we 2-0. So let's hit they fit up in battle mode. We cannot be friendly in savage mode. Let's trade them at L, no collateral. Keep the season alive like the lateral. Beat Duke. 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 So low. So low. So low. So low. So low. So low.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain. Go ahead, right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up? What's up? What's up in the building? Look at that. I ain't hit the mute button. I'm fired up. My Canes got it going on. Look here, we 305 to the day we die, man. We rocking and rolling on this deal. I'm trying to get some people in here. I'm not sure if 863 Kane is in the building. If so, jump on right quick because I need to holler at you guys. I got a lot of good people in the background. Of course, as always in the building, we got the man, the myth, the legend. There we go. There go the producer right there. She in the building. She hit the button for me right there. Ellen, the producer's in the back. But anyway, we ready to rock and roll, man. Let me bring in my man. Let me see here, V12. I got a couple of people rocking in this thing.
Yes, sir.
V12 in the building. Is he pressing the buttons? That's why it's not working. Come on, V12. Hit the screen for me.
I ain't touched nothing, but
hit the button for me, V.
If you want me to go, let's rock and roll, man. Where you at?
Man, this man muted out. What are you doing, man? Oh, V. There you go.
Here.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Coach.
Man, it was press, man. Logged in. We good to go. Forget about it, Coach tripping. Anyway, real quick, man, before I get to it, we got my man, you see Actor Man E in the building. We got my man V12. But before we get started, how y'all like that Solo D? Beat Duke. We beat the mess out of it.
Right on point.
You understand me? Also, big shout out to our sponsor, Alex Tabio from Certified Home Loans. Anything dealing with home financing, please hit him up 305-205-1697. The description is in. The information is in the description as well. Let me go through this real quick before I get to my fantasy league, guys. Actor Man E is here. We getting people coming in. We already got 96. As you know, we always support our brothers in missions and things that they like to do. And as you know, Actor Man E is an actor, but he's also a director now. So he's directed his first film, man. His short that he's doing got nominated. I'm gonna let him spill it right quick while we build up the chat room and we get other people in. I'm waiting on in the background. So Actor Man E, real quick, talk to us about your new endeavor, man, you got going on.
Yeah, man. So this is something that kind of came to fruition over the past, I say, 9 to 10 months. And we shot it earlier in the summer in August. And it's just something that I wanted to, sort of a passion project that I wanted to put out. It was going to be my first time directing a film. I also star in it. I also co-produced it. And it's a great film, bro. It's called Black Unicorn. It's something that I wanted to do that's different than we see a lot that's going on out there. I play a single black billionaire. Okay, so we're already on that Black excellence, and he comes upon a chance encounter, or is it with a young lady that could be the woman of his dreams. So you got the romance, you got comedy, you got some drama in there. It's a short film that is going to be premiering in January. And so the whole goal is to hopefully get a nice buzz going with it so that we can start getting the process going for funding for a feature film. So it was a great experience, man, being on the other side and also preparing to be in the camera as well, flexing my wings, so to speak, and putting a project together from start to finish, directing, producing, and starring. So I'm excited, man. Tonight is going to be the world premiere of the trailer. You know what I mean? We're getting the trailer out there to kind of build buzz. So I appreciate you, and I thank you for allowing me to do this here on your platform, because all the support means everything. It doesn't cost you anything right now, but hopefully some of your fans who are movie fans as well, y'all will tune in, check it out, give me a like, a subscribe, a click. You'd be surprised how much even a click, because we're in the algorithm world now. So the algorithms to get boosted and things like that, to start building that buzz, it all adds up. So I appreciate you, my brother. I'm excited, and I can't wait to share it with y'all.
Hey, man. Hey,
right.
Actor Man, this 12 here, Victoria. Hey, you already know, man, how proud I am of you, how proud coaches of you. I mean, we came up since you were whippersnapper. We wearing pajamas on pajama days, you know what I mean? Back
Absolutely.
in high school and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, I'm very proud of you. Explain to us, and, you know, I'm not in the movie world, what's the difference between a short and a major you just spoke about? Can you explain to the viewers what does that mean when you say a short and a feature premiere? Like, what is the difference? You can kind of walk us through it so we can have an understanding of your world of what's going on from that perspective.
Absolutely. So just by literal definitions, a short film is something that is going to be under 30 minutes in length. So my film is going to be right at about 7 minutes. And there's a whole sort of industry that a lot of people don't know, because most people, you know, you see the films when they're in the movies or in your subscriptions, your streaming services and things like that. But a lot of times these feature films that you guys are seeing started out as shorts, and these short films they serve as a proof of concept so that you can then, like I said, get funding and investors to create a feature film, because you know, everything costs money. So the more time that you're investing in creating a film, the more money you need to do it. Even with the short film, this film cost a little bit over $3,000 to produce and get edited and things like that. So you can just extrapolate that to what it would cost to put up a feature film. So yeah, the long and short of it is basically a short film is pretty short. It's going to be coming under 30 minutes, and a feature film is anything over and above that. So yeah, you kind of you wetting the whistle a little bit with the short. You kind of showing them what it's going to be about, showing them the possibilities, and then bring the full story out in the feature film.
Got you, man. So listen, we put the link in the description as well. It features at 8 p.m. on his YouTube channel. It's in the description, guys. Go just click on it, subscribe to it, hit the bell so you're reminded of it, man. We got to support each other, man, in this and all of our endeavors, man, because can't do anything in this world by yourself. And again, this show wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for the people that's watching, right? So the same thing there, man. We got to support each other in that. So Actor Man E, you know, you're more than welcome to stay on, my brother, but I got to
of course
put your tuxedo on and all that good stuff. But other than that, I got another guest I want to bring
Looking forward to it, man.
before we get started, man, because I know these Canes chomping at the bit because they want to talk about this butt whipping we gave the Blue Devils. So right now, I got another young man I'm bringing in right now. Not sure if you guys can see him.
Yeah.
Loading up. All right. So right now we here with Mr. Max. You guys know him. You've seen him around. He's been on Miami Flow and all over the hurricane thing. He a California Cane, if you ask me.
All right.
But I brought him on because, as you guys
West
know,
Coasting, man. West Coast
we've
Cane,
done what?
Man.
The College Fantasy League, right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. The phone was going off, all this stuff going. So we did a College Fantasy League. It was 12 people in it, man. It's down to the final 2, which happens to be Max and 863 Kane. Most people know 863 Kane in the chats and all over. And these two dudes are going head to head right now as we speak. So with all that being said, Max, let us know what's going on and how you kind of how is this fantasy league?
There you go.
Go ahead, Max. I host it.
He'll be back. Yeah,
he'll be back. Let them know how the fantasy came about and how how has it been? How has the season been for you?
Yeah, so, coach just hit me up. He's like, yo, I'm doing fantasy for the first time ever. You got to be a part of it. So I said, let's do it. I never done college fantasy before, just NFL fantasy. And I didn't do enough research going into the draft, so I was nervous. Like my second round pick and my third round pick both like didn't play this whole season. So I was like 5-5 in the regular season, just squeaked into the playoffs, but made a couple smart decisions on the waiver wire, and somehow I'm in the finals right now. So
right. So you being an NFL veteran in fantasy, I'm an NFL veteran as well. And like coach, I have never dabbled in the college fantasy world. Explain to me the difference between the NFL and the college.
the biggest difference is it's harder to know a lot of the players because there's so many players.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's more predicated on the waiver wire because there's going to be a guy that just starts going off just out of nowhere and nobody knows about him. And so it's being quick to do that. And honestly, I didn't do a ton of it. I feel like if I paid more attention to the waiver wire and some of that, I would have done even better. I mean, obviously I can't really do any better. I'm in the finals, but like it's way more predicated on the waiver pickups than it is in the NFL. Like, who the dudes are in the NFL for the most part, but in college it's completely different. That was a huge learning curve for me.
Awesome.
Nah, that's great, man. I'm back. I got kicked out of this deal, man. I used a lot going on. But Max, as of right now, you are in the lead with 96.44 points over 863 King with 77.16. And trust me, y'all, if y'all ever did fantasy, that don't mean nothing. Because these doggone 10 o'clock games come back and you get whooped. Quarterback go out there and put up 50 points on you real quick, man. But I just want to have more. Again, Max, you can stay if you're more to work. I know you're dealing with your family and all. But again, the donation to the champion will be awarded $200, and the runner-up will be donated $50. All right, for their efforts, man. So nobody walks out of a loser in essence except coach, because I lost. I lost early and quick. And tell the truth, real quick, Max. Didn't you think ST26, which is V12 brother, didn't you think he was gonna run away with this thing?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Dude, this dude
I was going to ask you, Max, who dethroned this guy? You want to talk about research? I think this guy, he sleeps, eat, and breathes fantasy football. Like, he's the commissioner in like every league. So I was surprised when coach told me he got knocked out. Who ended up dethroning him? Was that you or was it 863 Kane?
Let me look. Hold on.
I think it was 863
that
put him down. I think it was 863 that put him down.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
but it's fun, man.
Yeah, it's a good deal. Awesome.
Put him in.
Okay.
But listen, man, it was fun, Max. I don't know if you got to go, but we're going to get started with this show. I know people looking. We got 165 in the chat. Should have at least 100 likes by now. I'll take 5 dislikes. It's part of the algorithm.
Yes, sir. I'm out of here. I appreciate it, coach.
All right.
Thank you, man. Nice to meet you, brother. Take care. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can check out Max and them guys on Miami Flow. Y'all already know what it is. Go check out Miami Flow. That's FLO. They got all different kind of shows going on, man. But anyway, let's get to this game. Your boy almost hit for the daily double, dog. They wouldn't have took TVD out. I would have hit V12. You try. First of all, V12, how dare you insult our Miami Hurricanes with that raggedy 40-24 score?
Man, look, I was only 14 points off. What are we talking about here? Like, it ain't like I told you we're gonna win. But hey, listen, they shouldn't have got 10. But am I happy? Absolutely. Do I stand corrected? Listen, you guys got it. I wasn't confident. First of all, I didn't know Duke was really that bad. That's number one. I didn't realize they were really that bad. But our defense, surprisingly enough, last game of the season, actually did what I've been requesting the entire season. What I tell you though, coach, defensive line, what? They stepped up, man. So for the most part, you guys, hey man, you guys are right on point, and I'm happy. I can't listen. I would take a blowout any day. As a matter of fact, that's how it should be, coach, because all these other games, we got to stay to the end. We biting our fingernails. We pacing up and down. We mad at the dog because these games are close. This is what we call Hurricanes football, guys. We go out, we take care of business early, and then we see the backups. Let's ride.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
So real quick, I want to start this thing off. You know, I would like my little one-word answers. Let me ask you this game right here, because I'm gonna come back and ask one more. This game right here, one word, V12.
Strong.
E.
Dominant.
For myself, yes, sir. I don't even know if it's the right word. Yes, sir. Now I'm gonna flip it to one word for the regular season. V12.
Underperform.
E.
Disappointing.
Me, missed opportunities. Missed opportunities.
That's 2
And I
words.
want to explain a little bit about what I'm saying about missed opportunities.
That's 2 words, but that's okay.
Yeah, underperforming is a hyphen word.
Talking about coach.
Oh, okay. I know.
me.
I know.
You know,
I know. I know. I
Come on,
know.
I look stupid.
I
Y'all
know,
stop
I know.
listening to Coach, man. Coach been on this cane juice, man.
It's
But
all
anyway,
right.
so
It's
anyway,
early.
I want to say, hey, well, I was on early. So anyway, the reason I say missed opportunities because here's what I hate to see. I hate to see the fact that we can do these things and we don't, like they came out and went for it right before the half. They didn't take the knee and try to go out. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they looked prepared. It really had nothing to do with, I didn't look at the opponent more than I looked at ourselves. Think about it. Then when they went down and they came right up, they knew to spike the ball. There was no miscommunication. They weren't all over the place. Everything was flowing well. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I say missed opportunity, because that same type of performance could have been had all year, minus maybe 1 or 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Minus maybe 1 or 2 games. All right. You want to expound on yours, V12?
Yeah, I just thought all season, we should have been there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, to your point, we do have the talent. Early we were undisciplined and we just seemed a little disheveled. We have the talent. I mean, it showed today. I think the coaching staff kind of held us back. And once we got rolling, we got a chance to see now who the Hurricanes really are. And to be honest with you, if we beat Florida State, this season kind of looks a whole lot different, guys. Even with the inconsistency we had in the beginning of the losses we had in the beginning of the season, if we beat Florida State, we're on a 5-game win streak and we look pretty good. So, I mean, for the most part, that's how the season played out. So we missed a lot of opportunities. The detail wasn't there. We played a little scared early on. Towards the middle of the season, we kind of found our footing, and here we are. We end up having a decent season. We were able to salvage a decent season at 7-5. But again, we still have to make that change from a coaching perspective.
Got you. E, talk to us.
Yeah, man. I just feel like we didn't have that incremental growth as a team from last year to this year. As you guys said, too many losses that shouldn't have been losses, inconsistent play, things of that nature. The spirit, the vibe of Canes football still hasn't quite been established. You know what I mean? It still doesn't feel like it should feel. And that's what's ultimately disappointing of it. Instead of a year where we can still feel hopeful and looking forward to a bowl, the main topic of conversation is the coach's job status. So that's never a fulfilling season in any shape, form, or fashion.
Exactly, man. You brought up something, but I'm going to bring up an interesting stat. Some people have brought it up before. I forget where I saw it, but I'll just do it as well. So last year we were 8-3. This year, as of we stand, we're 7-5. We win this bowl game, we'll be 8-5.
Yeah. What's
I'm
the
just saying.
question?
So my point is, is it as bad as it seems? And I know I'm asking open-ended questions. Y'all already know my view. I'm just posing questions to say he's 8-5. Is that a fireable offense? To be
ask Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen has a winning record at Florida. That's the answer to your question right there. Next question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about here?
The thing is, we always have this perspective of yesteryear as Canes fans. So we're grading on a high curve. And the fact of the matter is, we're an average team, and average has never been good enough for Miami Hurricanes.
Exactly.
I just want to make sure. I wanted to leave an open-ended question just for that fact because I thought it was a valid point. Just because people like to use numbers, people like to go back, like you say, and don't put it in context, right? Because that's what I always say about stats and numbers. They can say anything you want if you ask it the right questions. So I always say that real big, man. Chuck Mobile in the building says, Coach has V12 and E. Canes win. Now tell me when Manny is sent packing. Canes for life. Smash the like button. You family. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all catch a breath while I chug my more beer.
More beer.
And it's for you right quick while we get into that question. Try and get them boys a chance to answer. So real quick, this for you, Chug Mo.
Chuggy Mo beer. To answer that question, I believe he won't be sent packing no time before Christmas. So I'm not sure what the Christmas present is going to be. I think he with this win and the type of win that we had today, he's definitely extended being let go until the new year. So I mean, look around, and also depending on what happens in the bowl game. If we win that game, they may extend it out some. If we lose that game, I mean, I think effective immediately, depending on what happens in the bowl game, then he gets let go. So, but I don't think he gets let go anytime before the new year.
Man, they killing me in the chat, man. They're killing your boy in the chat section, man. Hold on, look at this. Boo Water says, give Manny one more season.
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't think so. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get another year. Like you say, it's just too much pressure from the fan base. It's, just the optics look bad right now. And that's just what it is, man, when it comes to that. Real quick, I want to say this piece before I get started. As you see it scrolling at the bottom, we started our text blast at CoachHayesFootball.com. You can go in there and sign up on the mailing list. But also, we got a text number now. Text Hayes, Hayes, to 39970. So you can get all the latest updates. I'll leave that scrolling down there as we finish out these comments. And we got another donation in the building. Let's see what they have to say. Manolito needs to go. Great show, fellas. Hey, y'all tough on him, man. Appreciate it for the $4.99. I'll definitely give you some more love when we get a break in action. Here we go. D Nice says something for you, V12. So I'm gonna let you actually do this, my brother. His previous one on the previous show, he said V12 need to be running the show. Coach, you need to sit down somewhere. So that's why V12 in that top box right there. But also, D Nice says his buyout reduces by $2 million after December 1st. If Red is leaving, then they will probably keep Manny around until after the bowl game. What's your thoughts on that? I'm sorry, host, your show.
D Nice. They call me D Nice. Hey, thank you for the recommendation. So I'm back. D Nice. Hey, I just said that, D Nice. We're on the same wavelength. They're gonna keep him around, especially after the performance. I mean, to be honest with you, we won 4 out of 5 games, and besides the blown play calls and the attention to detail in the Florida State game, we go 5 games. So he hangs around. I'm not too sure about the money. You may have a little more heads up than me, but if that's the case, we get him at a reduced price. We let him go at a reduced price, so we're gonna keep him around because we need to keep all the money in our pocket. So we go after that big time coach. We'll be able to what? Pay him or her. Who knows?
I feel you, baby.
Never know.
I feel you.
So let me pose a question to you guys, and Coach, you might know more how this works than I do. Is it a case of behind the scenes they're possibly kind of putting feelers out to see who they can get? Because if you can't get nobody better, then you probably just need to go ahead and run it back with what you got. So how does that? Do you think that's going on right now, or because I know we know they got a new AD, so everything's probably on the table right now.
Well, I said that, right? I said this, and I've actually had to backtrack on my own words. I wanted Manny gone, but here's my question, or here's the thing. Everybody's talking about Mario. Everybody's talking about Lane. I get it, but let's say those fall through. It does not happen.
Right.
That's the thing people are not really talking about. Yeah. Who is the back to always talk about on the coaching card? What's your what if scenario? What if Mario doesn't come? What if Lane doesn't come? Then you fire Manny Diaz. Are we going to say, just because we don't like Manny Diaz enough, we're going to go back down the same road again, hire some first-year head coach, right? With no head coaching experience. And now we're going to give them 2, 3, 4 more years, this, that, and the other. That's the question I said. And I said this, and I'm going to stick to it. If that is the case, I would rather stay with Manny Diaz. I hate to say it. I would rather stay with Manny Diaz simply because it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't know.
Yeah,
because
you don't quit one job until you got a better one. You don't quit a job and take a lateral.
Yeah, people talking about Tom Herman as well. Again, these are names that are being put out there. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to take these jobs. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the question. But I'm gonna pose that question. But host, I would like to get in the Duke a little bit. But go ahead.
Well, let me just add this. Let's just make sure that we're clear on what Manny has just done. He has just staved off his firing. So right now, the president doesn't really have to make a decision today, right? We're okay with what just happened. 4 out of 5. So they have time. We know that something is going to transpire. We don't know what it is. Blake James is gone. Manny has won 4 out of 5. There's no imminent firing. He'll cruise on to the bowl game. And I think to E's point, they're trying to make some decisions to see what happens. Okay. So let's get into this Duke game. Who was your breakout star for the day? Going with you, Coach, first.
Well, I said Brashard Smith. I wanted to see more of Brashard Smith, and I did. I didn't see 80% of him like I asked for, but I did get a chance to see him doing more things. And I did appreciate that. I did appreciate the fact in that case. But overall, the breakout person, like I said, still TVD and Rambo. The combination was breakout, right? Because without one, the other wouldn't happen. And yeah, Rambo made some great catches, whatever. But that one where he caught it up on my man back, that's the only place the ball could have gone, man. I mean, those two, them two like Peaches and Herb, baby. Ashford and Simpson. You understand what I'm saying? Ike and Tina. They go together.
Absolutely.
Hey, Rick James and Tina Marie.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought they were great.
Absolutely. E, who was your breakout player of the game?
I got to defer to you guys, man. I wasn't able to catch the majority of the game. I had auditions and I was putting together the last finishing touches for the trailer tonight, man. So I couldn't catch it. I defer to y'all.
Well, listen, here's what I'm going to do. Hey, that's a standing ovation, right?
December's a tough month. I mean,
that's a standing ovation for Sylvester Stallone, a.k.a. Charleston Rambo. Hey, that brother has gone from maybe, in my opinion, a 5th-round draft pick to maybe a 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah?
This young man had totally performed today, catching balls with one hand, running routes, still missing that second gear that coach is talking about on some of them little wiggle plays to get loose. But Charleston Rambo, for me, was the breakout player of the game, but also the entire receiving core. Let me tell you something, y'all. If y'all don't know, in the chat, we have a fantastic young receiving core. And of course, we got a dynamic quarterback. We are in really, really good hands, literally and figuratively, with these young guys. Restrepo came through, played well, right? Even George, oh my God, 15. George got some moves, got a little wiggle with him.
Yeah.
So we really, really have a really good nucleus from a receiving standpoint, and we have the future, guys. So for me, Rambo, but the entire receiving core really, really stepped up today.
Are we going to have a QB controversy next year? What's going on? This guy, Tyler and King, what's going on? What y'all think will happen?
Now, King gone. It's Tyler and Garcia. So I wanted to ask this.
Okay.
I know you hosting.
Go ahead, Coach. You know, we
the reason I say that. We do it. Because the reason I said that in the chat earlier, at the beginning of our chat, before we even went live, I'm watching the movie, and a lot of people saying Garcia's gone. Garcia's gone. Let me explain something to you guys. If Garcia is smart, he would stay. Understand? You have to understand the timeline of things. TVD was there last year. He's there this year. Next year will be his season, right? Will be his 3rd year. He'll be eligible to dip if he has that kind of year. quarterbacks, I keep saying this, they only need 1 year. If he leaves, he doesn't have to play 4 years like it used to be to prove yourself. These cats need 1 year. But the thing is, he's behind. He also he got redshirted this year, right? Because he didn't play enough games. So he's actually out redshirted. So he still has his eligibility. If he's smart and they manage, whoever this new coach is, and they manage that well, he'll be great because he can sit in and learn. So if I'm Jake Garcia, I'm sitting down, I'm chilling, I'm learning, I'm going through it. And also you have to remember this. We get better. You're going to get playing time, and it doesn't hurt your productivity as a player, right? Second is, right, because here's what the problem is. People start doing this, start comparing you. Yeah, we did it already because we didn't know who was going to be the guy, TVD or Garcia, TVD or Garcia. Well, TVD is clearly shown to be the front runner, but I said on previous show, we don't know if Garcia is going to be better or worse than TVD because he hasn't been on the field to give us a body of work. But at least learn through the process, bro. Take your time. You're a quarterback. You can learn a lot, you know what I mean, just by sitting, chilling, and getting in the game. And then you may be an ankle sprain away from being a starter. Who knows?
Absolutely. So, Coach, when we look at from a defensive perspective, you know, we can't have it both ways. And I want to know, did the defense dominate, or was Duke really not that good?
No, I really think the defense dominated. You know, without that special teams give up, man, you give up 3 points to still a Division I football program, right? In essence, you know, and still giving up 10 is not bad. I mean, what was the total yardage? Last I saw was 151 total yards. I don't know what the box score is. I'll pull it up right now. But, bro, I mean, that right there is, I don't care how bad a team is, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, that's not bad because people can give up. Let me see right here. The stats are total yards was 219. Bro, that's not bad. We gave up 62 rushing yards, 157 passing yards. And that's an A performance to me, bro.
Yeah. And
combination of both, you know, combination of both.
No, I disagree with both. I'm gonna roll with Coach on this. I think that because, again, Canes fan, we can't have it both ways. Because when we played Northern Illinois, Polk County, Connecticut, Wisconsin, whatever that team was, and up the road, they was like, oh, that's a lesser opponent, and we dominated them. So to Coach's point, we come with another Power 5 school. Now that's Duke. Duke has played us out of the last 3 seasons, played us pretty well, pretty good, and we lost to Duke 2 times in the last 3 or 4 times. So
man, we whipped them decent last year.
But yeah, but the 2 years prior to, we lost to them 2 times consecutively. So what my point is, I'm agreeing with you, Coach. Now don't get, you know what I mean? I'm agreeing with you that the defense really, really dominated today because they are really a good, and they're well coached. So to my surprise, I called it early in the pregame show. The defensive line stood up. Their running back is an absolute stud. Talk to the fans, Coach, about what the defensive line did to shut that young man down.
They did a great job. They did a great job penetrating, using their hands, creating pressure, keeping the quarterback off schedule. And what that means off schedule, I mean, he just can't, 1, 2, 3 hits and throw. He has to move in the pocket, be uncomfortable, play under duress. He did a great job with that. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Quiet. How are people calling in? How is anybody calling in? I got to hang up on you, dog.
We're gonna open the phone lines. I can hear. We're gonna open them in a second.
We're gonna open them in a second. But I had to keep it open. God, no, I love it, appreciate it. And I think that was Anthony. But anyway, but to say all that about maybe 56. As quiet as kept. He a killer. He a killer, boy.
And the Taylor played well, man.
He played well, man. He played extremely well. I still think we don't have a dynamic edge rusher. Like we don't have a guy. We still don't have a guy right now that the quarterback fears. Like when he come out and he looking, he like, okay, where'd I do with that? I still don't think we have that guy yet. But 56 is a problem, bro. A problem.
Definitely a problem. Hey, E, I know you say you're deferring to us, so I'm gonna send this question your way. From a director's perspective, if you were to cast one of the Miami Hurricanes in the movie, who would it be, and what would the movie be called? And tell us why. We're gonna make this thing look a little bit, man. Entertainment time. Come on, E. Let's go.
Hey, man. They got Rambo right there. That name, that style of play. You want that sizzle in your film, you got to go ahead and get that boy in there. He all the way live. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
All
get
the
him.
way live.
And Bolden. I want to get them boys in there, man. You got that stuff that really translates, like that charisma,
I
that
agree.
style, all that stuff, man, makes people bring their eyes to the screen. So I would definitely get them boys in there.
Right. Hey, it's interesting, Coach. Now, let me tell you how we fall in love with different players. This man just said Bolden.
Bolden. I heard it.
It took me a minute to register who the hell he was talking about. So I'm like, he's talking about Bubba. So these guys sometimes get out of sight, out of my coach. I'm not in line. I saw D'Eriq King on the side. I'm like, who was that? I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I'm like, bro, these
it's the
guys,
reality of
the reality of it. Exactly.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's the next man up mentality.
Absolutely.
You know and this one I say, but it's the funny thing when I do these WRE videos, people be like, "Oh, this person's the next da 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 da." And as soon as they get on the team, people don't even talk about them players anymore until they come out. And that's why I tell people, forget that family crap. This is a business. Don't nobody talk about D'Eriq King anymore. Nobody has even mentioned Bubba Bolden.
Bolden. You saw I look like, who the hell he talking about? I'm like, oh, Bubba Bolden. You know what I mean? I'm like,
can I be honest? Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Sure. When he said it, in my mind, I cringed a little bit because I'm like, nah, Bubba played last year.
Right.
Getting and he played this season.
Yeah,
I kind of cringed because I'm like, say, damn, my dog on here, he don't know what he's talking about.
He does know what he's talking about.
But he does, though.
He does.
But
I agree.
You forget.
I paused and I was like, oh, you're talking about Bubba. And I agree with you. Bubba, he got a look to him. He got some charisma when he was
right. See,
you're
got nothing to do with what they're doing on the field. Exactly. It's like, okay, who's memorable? People
there you go,
that name?
But shout out to you. Shout out to you. Somebody said Rambo as Rambo. That's beautiful, man. So that's an excellent segue, man, into what Coach is talking about. It's a song. I forgot who really did it back in the days, but it said, "What have you done for me lately?" Oh, that's Janet.
Jackson.
Ooh, that's Penny. Y'all know Penny? Hey, put a like if y'all know who Penny is. Dynamite. Put it in the chat. Hey, we entertainment tonight. Hey, we loose. Hey, did y'all see what Strepo do that hey? Them boy did that. Them boy hey on them. Y'all saw what Strepo? Man, y'all ain't lie today, man. Hey, them boys
y'all ain't lie. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go back to my because I see it in the chat. I'm gonna go back to my defensive pick. I said Chase Smith, and you seen 41 creating havoc on the field. I'm telling you. I hope he don't even change his number. I hope he stay with that 41 because it stand out like a sore thumb. You don't even have to share that number with nobody else. You know what I mean? Like Michael Irvin gonna always go down as 47 at wide receiver. Yeah. But you want to share, like you look at Cats number 5, where they gotta try to share that with Andre Johnson or with Edgerrin James or who all these different people. Nah, dog.
That was Glenn Rice's number, another Miami legend. Glenn Rice. That's on the basketball side. But that's a good number. Boy.
Yeah. But that 41, I hope he stayed with it for whatever reason he picked it. Because I don't know what he was. I think he was that same number. No, he wasn't in high school. But anyway, I hope he stayed with that number because it stand out like a sore thumb, dog, if you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
So we're going to open. Hey, Coach, you want to open up? Hey, good call. Hey, I'm going to give you your credit. You won your own money back. You said 40. You said 40-17 or 47-17.
Yeah, let me cash out myself. Hold on.
Cash out yourself. Hey, people in the chat. I'll be a host when it ain't no money involved. When I got to pay, I'm gonna switch it back over. I'm gonna let Coach host when there's money involved. He can have it. Where the money at? Where the money at? Where the money at? Where the money at?
I'm pressing buttons. He's pressing buttons.
Where the money at?
All right, here we go. We're gonna open up the phone line, man. Y'all go to call in. I want to hear what y'all feel. You can give your comment, your question, anything like that while we waiting on that really quick. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit text Hayes to 39970 so you get updated on all the stuff that happens on CoachHayesFootball.com, as well as you can go on there to the mailing site as well. I mean, on the mailing list, sign up for that. We're going to start doing games online. You're not going to watch me watch the game. We're going to watch the game. I'll be down here in the little corner Well, man, I'll be over here in a little corner. Matter of fact, it'll look just like this. Sorry.
What's that?
All messed up. I messed it all up. I'm doing all kind of crap. But anyway, I'll be in a little corner over here. The game be playing, chat be going, and then halftime we can call in all of the good stuff. So anyway, phone line is open. Anthony, I know you want to call in. So go ahead, my brother. Go ahead and make sure you give a call in. I want to know. Y'all let me know in the comment section what bowl you think we going to. And try to be serious, not the toilet bowl, not the crazy bowl. What kind of bowl you think we may go to, and potential players? Potential team we may play. But again, phone line is wide open, guys. You're more than welcome to call in right now and hit us up, man. 321-328-8235. Go ahead and hit us up. There's 263 in the chat. We should have well over 100 likes right now, as well as you see that little green bar right here. That green bar is we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by 2022. We're currently at 16,358. That's 81.78%. So we're almost there. We got about 33 days in order to make that happen. Y'all can make that happen, man. Let's go. Phone line jumping wide open, man. This is the thing that killed me too, V. We get a great win, and it ain't good enough. Don't nobody want to call. We lose. We have 700 people in the chat, dog.
Well, listen, they say that's number one. And number two, when you win, winning quells everything. So everybody home. And I tell you what, though, and this is the danger, coach. Nah, y'all in the TV and YouTube and Facebook. Here's the danger. When people ain't glued to their seats, when we blowing folks out, you may not have a lot of people calling because we got the victory. So we out doing different things. You watching from the phone. We not glued to the TV because Miami got this. It may not be good for business. We got to be nail biters. You know what I mean?
Misery loves company.
Misery loves company. There you go.
All right, so we got a couple of bowls on here. People are talking about Canes versus the Gators. I hope not the Duck Dynasty Bowl. Lord, they had the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Can I say something? I hear about Duke's Mayo, like the mayonnaise everywhere. I've never had it in my life, but they say it's a big time deal. I don't know, but we do have a call on the line, 786 area code. Caller, talk.
Yeah, this Cane City Cartel. How y'all doing?
What's up, Cane City? We live.
Everything good. Everything good.
Talk to it. What's up, man? You don't have no Cane. Come on, bro. You ain't got no oomph in your voice, dog. You like, yeah, this Cane City Cartel.
No, I had to catch my breath real quick. Nah, I'm still with y'all, man. Listen, they are who we thought they were. No, I'm just joking. Well, I want to give a kudos to not playing down to inferior opponents.
Absolutely. Great point.
Because that's one of the Achilles heels, especially in the Manny Diaz era. We started off a little rough. I still believe that, special teams has been very bland all season. So we started off a little rough there. The guys could have folded, but they didn't. The bend don't break didn't break finally. Rambo is the real deal. Wish we had him for another year. TBD. Man, it's been a long time coming. But I'm glad a change gonna come. But at the same time, I miss Lashley already with TVD back there. I love the fact that everybody played for, I don't want to say played for pride, but I know Lashley was basically, making sure he solidified that head coaching job day with all the fourth down goals and, staying aggressive all the way through the end of the half. Even though we looked like we was in control towards the end of the second quarter, it's important. It's important to get that, to have that identity of we finna put our foot on your neck. And I just pray that whoever comes in the next regime can carry that over, because we supposed to be the bullies of the Coastal. And but I am pleasantly surprised that we did not play down to our competition this week.
I agree.
You know, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm happy about that.
Right. Totally agree, man.
Excellent
So let
point.
me ask you a
And,
question.
I posted something real quick to your point, Coach Hayes, about Chase Smith. Man, I posted in the Facebook group I'm in, man. I say, man, that guy is special, man. He has it.
He has
I'm talking about it, like
It.
off the screen, like it. If you really watching the game, like you're supposed to be watching the game and watching people, he has it as a true freshman. Boy, we have a few very, 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 very rare gems that guys that could just walk on the field and change the identity of certain things. And between him, Leonard Taylor, man, we got a bright future with those two guys.
No, I totally agree. Let me ask you this before I let you go, Kane City, or if anybody would want to respond or ask a question. I'm gonna ask everybody this, so if you call in, you gotta be prepared to answer. Who is your pick for next head coach?
Well, a lot of people ain't gonna like it. But,
Speak your mind.
No, I'm gonna say this. I think for us to not have a drop off in the production that we see offensively, and we keep this ball rolling, I'd rather see Lane come in because
Right, so hold on, Lane Kiffin. That's all over there. Lane Kiffin, right?
100%, man.
Okay.
Because it's been a long time since we've seen this offense from any. Name the last Miami Hurricanes offense that looked somewhat like this. And how many years ago was it? I know when it was, but it wasn't. It with a true freshman at the helm. No,
That
I
can
ain't
play.
seen nothing like that.
That
in
can
a long time.
That can play. Listen, Kane City Cartel, as always, I appreciate you, man. We got the phone line jumping, but thank you, man, as always. Make sure you follow me on that text, too, man. Hayes at 39970.
Okay, got you.
All day.
Yeah,
All right,
man. Hey, yeah, brother
Probably
Cartel.
is.
Yeah, brother Cartel is on it, man. And that's the key, not playing down to our competition. We've been preaching that, we've been highlighting that all season, and that's what has gotten us in trouble all season, playing down. I mean, he made some very, very valid point. You can tell the brother knows football, and I agree with him. When I'm sitting back and I'm watching TVD sling that thing, I get goosebumps. When I see receivers running free, when I see trips to the top, one to the bottom, receivers running free, and he diming them out, I said, this is something special. Now the defense just has to catch up. I've been saying this for the past 5 games. The offense is there. We got to have the defense to catch up, and the defense caught up today. Hopefully that can extend into the bowl game. We haven't won a bowl game since 2015, 16. That's going to be important to propel us into next year.
Yeah, somewhere in there, man. When I seen TVD throw that ball to Rambo on that little dig route going across the middle, and Rambo kind of cut it back. But that's why I was talking about that second and third gear on Rambo, where he got to catch that and get moving. No, but I was just talking about how we got to get that guy. We still got to get a Speedy Gonzalez in that thing. But TVD, his ball placement is good, man. The catchable balls. And he also gives, even that ball with Rambo in the end zone, he gave his receiver a chance to fight for him for the ball.
Let me just say this. I think I agree with you. And I'll say I spoke about Rambo needing to have that other gear you spoke about earlier. But
right.
what I did notice about George that we hadn't really noticed, because he hasn't really gotten a chance to return some punt. He is very shifty. He gets the ball when he caught that ball on him, and he gave a little juke. I was like, oh, that's what all the Miami greats do. They set you up, right? Rooster does it a lot as well. Shout out to Rooster, man. Shout out to Rooster, right? Rooster takes a lick and that man is rarely down with the first hit. He's a ball player. He's a ball player. Yeah. So I like George, but to your point about what I like when TVD threw that what you've been calling the coach all season, that drag to Restrepo, sweet. Restrepo just caught it, and then he got up and then he hate on him, man. The man baby, that man he got loose on him, right? That's what we need, man.
Hold on, Vito, say the song again. What's the song?
Nah, don't worry about it. You better get it.
Hey, Vito.
Ahora. He's ahora.
Ahora.
Yeah,
Hey,
what's up, oh?
anyway, we lose, man. We got a call on the line, man. 954 area code. Talk to us, man. Where you calling from?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good
Doing
afternoon.
good. We'll be having a hey, my man. What's going on?
Listen, I'm tickled pink that Miami won. I really am. I didn't get to see the game, so I had to look at it. You know, the box score, which sucks, but you know, hey, it's better than nothing. It's better than a loss.
Definitely.
All right. In answer to your question, listen, I got no problem with Lane Kiffin, except for the fact that look at his resume. Anytime you're going to hire somebody, I don't give a crap what kind of organization you run, you're going to look at their resume. He bounces, and you know he's a good coach, and he's doing well at Ole Miss. It's a tough conference in a tough division, or it's a tough division in a tough conference. I understand he's doing well, but look at his track record. How long did he spend at USC? How long was he in the NFL? How long was he at FAU? He ain't going to be here long. I don't want to keep rebuilding Miami every 3 to 5 years. I'm sick and tired of it. Nick Saban, they made the deal with the guy. I understand he's an anomaly, but he's going to stay there for a long time because they're willing to pay him and he wins. Find somebody, bring in somebody who's willing to stay for longer than 3 years that can win. I mean, it's real simple. Yes, Lane is a good coach. I'm not arguing that. Every coach has their pros and cons, even Manny. I mean, you know, he's not the best coach, but he's not the worst coach I've ever seen. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want Lane Kiffin coming down here. I just because as soon as he does, if he does, he's going to be gone within 2 to 3 years. That's just the way, you know. And then we're going to be having this conversation right after that. And I don't want to have this conversation again. I'm sick and tired of this coaching carousel crap.
All right. Can I want to respond to
Am
what
I
you
wrong?
said about, no,
Yep.
but I want to respond to what you said in regards to resumes. And here's how I look at resumes, right? We talk about, you know, the Raiders. Well, he got fired at the Raiders, right? There was a difference with him and Al Davis. So he didn't necessarily dip. He got kicked out. With Tennessee,
Okay.
he did leave, but he left for the very same reason you guys want Mario to leave Oregon, for his dream job. He left. Think about what people are saying about Lane Kiffin. And I really think the guy gets a bad rap because he's arrogant as hell. He doesn't answer to anybody, and people don't like that. But think about what people are saying. I'm just using your words and to make me kind of speak for a lot of people who have the same sentiment as you have. Oh, he left Tennessee. He left Tennessee for his dream job. Think about Mario Cristobal leaving Oregon. You would just rank number 3, right? It's not like you were in the dumps. How would that be? I mean, if you go back and look at a resume, right? Oh, he bounces around. He lived, but he's going to leave for his dream job. He goes to USC and gets lied to. They take 30 scholarships from him, bowl bans, but he still stayed there 3 years. But his own dream job lied to him, saying that wasn't going to happen because blah, blah, blah. But that was Pete Carroll's doing, not his. Then he goes to Alabama as an OC. Of course, you're at Florida Atlantic. You turn that around. You stayed there 2017 and 19, 3 years. And of course, you're going to leave Florida Atlantic for an SEC job. That's a no-brainer. So it appears that he bounces around, but how are you bouncing? Those are the questions. Now, here's my next question.
No, I understand some were out of his control, but look at the overall volume.
But look at the volume of a lot of people.
3 and gone. But
it's not. But they're not his fault.
Whatever.
For example, I'm going to tell you something else. We talk about Nick Saban. Nick Saban had a long-term deal. Well, Nick Saban's on the back end of his career after he left the NFL. Here's why Nick Saban, because people thought Nick Saban was going to stay at LSU forever, didn't they? Until who came calling? The NFL. The NFL came calling. He had to try his hand. Once he tried his hand, guess what happened? He realized I can't do it in the NFL like I can do it in college. I don't have the same control. So what does he do?
Right.
He dips on the Dolphins in the middle of the night. Right? In the middle of the night, he dip on the Dolphin because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving to go to Alabama job, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Dun-dun-dun. Nick Saban, head coach of Alabama. Right? Hold on, so because I want to try and give fairness to our opinions. And so now when Alabama comes there, you're in the back end of your career. I think Nick Saban gets that job at 57, 58, somewhere in there. Right? He builds a dynasty. There's no higher job than Alabama in the college world. And you're winning championships. So now let me take that same parallel and put it to Lane Kiffin. I understand what you guys are saying. if he leaves, if Miami's winning, what higher job is there than Miami? He's not going back to USC.
Another pro organization.
You think
another NFL team?
You think he wants to go to another NFL team?
I don't know. I just don't want to repeat the same process. If he comes down here, I wish him absolute nothing but the best. I don't give a damn who's coaching Miami. I want us to win national championships every year. Lane Kiffin, Manny Diaz, I don't care who it is. That's the goal every year, period, in the sentence. But after 3 years, he's going to do it. He's going to move on. I mean, Jimmy Johnson did. I mean,
that's my point.
Schnellenberger did. I mean, you know.
So let me ask you this: if Mario Cristobal comes in here in 3 years, wins a natty, and the Dolphins come calling, you think he stays or he goes?
I think he'll stay for a little bit longer.
Let me tell you about this coaching
because he's a Miami kid. I mean, you know, the Dolphins would have to offer him just an ungodly sum of money for him to leave. I don't know. I could be wrong, and Lord knows I've been wrong before. I don't want to see this coaching carousel crap continue. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Guess what, baby? I hate to say. I know you go ahead, Vito. You got, but I hate to say this to you. That is modern day football today. There are no more Bobby Bowdens, Joe Paternos. That day is over.
I know.
I mean, bro, man. Let's look at Matt Rule. Nobody ever thought Matt Rule would be in the runnings for an NFL job. This dude went from Baylor to the Panthers and stinking it up.
Right. We also have to. I understand the call to concern. We also have to understand why the coaching carousel is being watched so much. The reason why people are watching the coaching carousel because those coaches who are moving around aren't really winning. If Lane comes to Miami and he wins a couple national championships, or even from the basis, ACC, let's start there, and he decides to move on, we are already 10 steps ahead where we've never been there before. So for me, I don't care. As long as we're winning, the carousel doesn't really seem that bad. You see my point? We're not winning. We haven't won anything in the ACC. So yeah, it'll look bad if he comes and we don't progress, then he leaves. That's an issue. But if he comes in 4 years and the guy gets an offer and he got to go, I have no problem. My only issue, I need a coach to bring Miami back to prominence. You could stay with one, or you could come to 1 or 2 years. As long as we get back to prominence, I don't care how you do it. The amount of time. Let's get back to prominence and put us back on cruise control, and we're good. Once we get back to the top, it's going to be hard for us to sit down below. Think about it. Clemson did it, but I'm gonna give Active Man E a plug. Ain't no more unicorns out there like Bobby Bowden or
Joe Paterno.
Joe Park. Yeah, those guys are gone. Saban. And those guys who've been in the league for a long time, coaching a long time, they're pretty much gonna be there. They're called homers. They're gonna probably stay for the rest of their lives, and they're done. So I understand your frustration and your concern, but let's get us back to prominence. And then if he got to go, he could go anytime. It don't matter to me.
Let me ask you a question. I have one question before you go. Would you be happy, caller? Would you be happy? Matter of fact, caller, what's your name?
Warren,
man. What's up, man?
Yeah, buddy. How you doing, boss?
Man, what's going on with you, Warren? Man, I saw you in the chat earlier. I saw you talking about you love this channel, but this channel love you, Warren. But listen, man. You still
got that voice recording? Always remember that. Remember that. What I said on that voicemail.
I was just about to say that, man. You left me a great voicemail, man. But I'm gonna say this to you, Warren. Would you be happy with a Mike Gundy type team at Oklahoma State every year? Where they don't win anything, but that's what I think we're going to ask for, because Mike Gundy doesn't do enough to get the attention of a higher team. He's been there so long, and backside of his career, he may not go anywhere. But Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State, I don't think they'll ever win a natty. They'll probably never be in the playoffs. They'll beat a couple of teams if you don't watch it. I think they play Oklahoma today. Right.
Yeah. And I hope they win. I hope Oklahoma State wins. I truly do.
But that's my point. Do we want to be a team that is here to spoil other people's party? Exactly. Or do we want to be a team, because that's all Oklahoma State is going to be, party spoilers.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to spoil the Oklahomas. They may spoil the one-off team that may be on the run, but they're never going to be the team that's going to be in the run. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. In Lane Kiffin's defense, I know I said I didn't want him. The reason because of his bouncing around, and I wasn't aware of all the intricacies of his resume, but it was just the overall resume I was looking at. He's from Southern Cal, which is not much different from South Florida. It's a prime-time area with tons of recruits. He would do well in Miami. I have no doubt about it. I don't want to see the ball drop if he's doing well and then he decides to move on. But it like you had stated earlier, it's just the way that it goes in college football these days. It is what it is. I just don't want to see it with Miami. I don't give a damn about any other school, especially Florida. I hope they change coaches every single year. I really do.
I heard that.
But I'm just glad to see Miami doing something. And how about TVD? He had to have set an ACC record today with 6 consecutive 300-yard games. When was the last time anybody in the ACC or anybody in the NCAA did that?
Exactly.
Honestly.
Exactly.
Get somebody in there. Lane Kiffin, I don't know if he's a quarterback whisperer, but he is quite well with Matt Corral. So
think about it. Matt Corral was a backup, and Matt Corral was a backup. And he comes in and he's in the Heisman talks. I don't think he's gonna win a Heisman by a long shot, but he's in the talks. If I'm TVD, I didn't even want to say this, but I'm gonna say it now. V12. If I am TVD and Jake Garcia, I'm going knocking on Julio Frank, the president, door right now, and say, please bring Lane Kiffin. If I'm the quarterback, because everywhere he's going, his quarterbacks have excelled. Matt Corral King, I don't think he can hold TVD jockstrap from a talent standpoint. I'm being honest.
I agree with that.
Yeah, man. But Warren, I appreciate it, man. Thank you always, man, for supporting us, man.
Get inside, Warren.
Hit us up, man.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I listen to your shows every time I can, and I love it. Keep it up, and I can't wait. What's the goal? 20,000 by the 1st?
20,000 by New Year's. By the time the ball drop in New York on New Year's, man.
Well, it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be. How far are you away from it?
About 3,000, man.
All right, that's doable. Doable.
We can do it.
All right, listen, guys, keep it up. Love the show, and go Canes.
Okay.
Have a great one, guys.
Take it easy.
Go ahead, V12. You got that, man. Read that don't know about Chug Mobile while
Chug
I chug.
Mobile. Chuggy Chug. Coach Hayes, I'm tired of the excuse. No Lane because he will leave in 3 years. I'll take that if we are rolling and winning the ACC champs and fighting in the playoffs. Then all top coaches will line up. Chug Mobile, you're a man of our own words. On point. Hey, Coach chugged it for you. Hey, and let me tell you this. Chug Mobile, for that, we're going to make sure we set you up. Go ahead, Coach. Set them up.
Sir, yes, sir. Reporting for duty, sir.
Thank you, Coach.
Anytime, baby. Anytime.
Yeah, no.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead. Got another call?
Yeah, we got to call 864 area code. Somebody talk to us. Give us your name when you calling from.
What's up? What's going on?
What's up?
Hold on. You got a lot going on in the back there, 864.
Yeah, my bad, man. I'm over here doing some shopping, man. My bad.
hey, man, I wear size 12. I wear size 12.
Hey, go online. We need some more Kane shirts, man. Hey, some Timmy shirts, man. B12 wear large, man. Come on, man.
What's up with you, man? Go ahead. Talk to us.
Go ahead, brother.
But yeah, man, just calling out of South Carolina. Been a Canes fan for a while, and I follow a lot of football. And love your show, man. Doing a great job.
Appreciate it.
Just wanted to call in. I didn't get the chance to look at the entire game, but from what I've seen, it was a good game. It was a complete game, the first complete game I've seen this year, honestly, since the Connecticut game.
Maybe he lost it in South Carolina. He gone.
Dead zone.
Still wear size 12, dog. But anyway, go ahead. So here's my thing, man. We had a great game, and he said something big. Hopefully he'll call back. A complete game.
Complete.
And
I agree with that. That's fair. Yeah.
Brother Jay Blaze, call back in. I definitely want to hear from you.
Complete game. I agree with that.
Hold on. This is him calling back in. Yes, he calling back in. Boy, on that Cricket Wireless. I guess he didn't. You got to get another. Got to sit still somewhere. But Brother Jay Blade, man, try to call back in. I would definitely hear from Brother Jay Blade because I think he got some ish on his chest. But he said something huge there, guys. A complete game, and that is something I think we haven't seen, except for the one little snafu, dog, with the kick return, which pissed me off beyond pissed off tivity. I don't even know if that's a word.
Hey, but guess what? Hey, people in the chat, thumbs up. Didn't I call it? Didn't I call a special teams return? I called that thing. Coach, you didn't give me that. I called a special teams return.
I got you, dog.
But not for Duke.
I know, right? Wrong team.
Wrong
Brother
team.
Jay Plays, you in the building? Talk to us. Give us your name.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Brother Jay Blaze? How you doing, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Hey, we got that victory today. Beat Duke. Because all these, you know where I'm at. All these Duke fans up here.
Yeah, it's bad.
Close to our area, so you know how that is. They got them. They going home sad, tail between their legs. They sad only 3 wins for the season. But
That's
hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'm excited for next season with the talent we got on the roster. Them young players was balling. Them young men was balling.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking.
They balling.
Catches, putting highlight films for the NFL. They just making highlight films for the NFL. What's up, V12? What's up?
I'm here, brother. What's going on, man? Nice to hear you, man.
Good with you.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. I'm so happy. I just want to wait till this next game. I'm not really excited about this bowl game. I can really this bowl game. I'm more into the national championship type thing. With the last caller said, I want every season to be the national championship. But we got to get this coach in here. And both of these coaches, Mario and Lane, they both would be a fit. But one has pluses. Well, both got pluses and both got minuses, really.
Of course.
They both were fit. But one is from Miami. You know, the recruiting, I mean, he's a monster. I mean, Lane can recruit too, but Mario can recruit. I love both of them. And if I was just to pick one, I would pick Lane Kiffin. That's
Why?
who I would pick.
Why?
But why? Because the fact is the way his offensive scheme is and who he is. The last caller mentioned about if we pick Lane, he roll. A lot of these coaches that we pick, I mean, look at all the coaches we had in history. How long have they stayed at UM? They ain't stayed at UM that long. We ain't never had a coach that stayed years like that.
I think it was Coca. I think Coca had, was it 6 years Coca had?
6 or
was the
7,
most?
yeah. I think about 6 or 7, yeah, if I'm not
that was
mistaken.
the most. I mean, that's it. And that was the straw, that's luck of the straw. But what I want to see, if we get Lane, it's like immediate we up in the top 5, top 10. I think with Mario, it's slow. It's gonna be a slow progress. Maybe year 2, year 3, we would build back into that national championship. But just like you build a house, it takes time and effort. And I think Mario knows the area. He knows they both a good fit. If it was my pick, I mean, I love both of them, be honest with you. But I would pick Lane. That would be the person I would pick. But we talking about this. Why are we talking about the 2 coaches when we got Manny Diaz still in the spot? When is that going to happen? That's what everybody, the question mark.
Yes, sir!
We talking about other coaches. Why we ain't talking about Manny Diaz?
Yeah.
His dad and everything else. Why are we talking about that? Until that spot is open, then we can mention the other 2 spots. Now, if you know something that I don't know, please tell me, put the information out there. Because a lot of people starving for right now, what is the next move? The AD gone, then change. The OC gone. What's the next move? And that's what we need to be paying attention to, because we at a critical time, and the alumni need to be in there. And Alonzo Highsmith, he definitely need to be in there. And we need to put those alumni who has all the knowledge and experience need to be in around the program and in the program. to get us back to that. That's a must. That's a must. So we need to get those people in the right positions and make the right move, because if we choose something what we already have, then what are we doing? We ain't even moving forward. We standing still.
I totally agree with you, Brother Jay Blaze. And I tell people all the time, for me, I'm not a breaking news guy. I'll be honest with you. That's not my niche. I'm not here to try and call people mama and they cousin and get the back end story. That's just not my thing. I got so many other things to do. There are other channels they do, and they do a good job at it. So I will react to news, but I'm not going to break it, even if I knew it, because I don't want to start something that I'm not going to finish. And I'm not going to, there's some things I do know, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't know if it's true.
Right.
Because, I only like giving information.
Like Footballville and
yeah, that's what they do. They do a good job with that. Yeah.
Them guys.
Yeah, they do a good job with that stuff. I just know me that, like you notice on this show, I'm very careful to say, I only say things that I know for a fact, and I can back it up. I'm not going to speculate. And if I do say, I'll say, hey, I'm only speculating this going to happen. But that's just because whatever. I'm not trying to be the guy that, Coach Hayes said first. Now, if you talking about something that happened on the field, I'm your guy. But yeah, I heard from somebody, mama, cousin, uncle at the family reunion while they was putting sugar on their grits. Nah, dog, that ain't me. That ain't me at all, man. But I know just stretching the man. Anyway, guys, y'all talk to V12. Y'all talk V12.
Hey, Brother Jay Blaze, I agree with your assessment of Cristobal and Lane. But here's the one thing for me that tips the scale for me with Lane. You talked about recruiting, but what Lane can develop, and that's a key aspect we need at the U. Coach just said it. His quarterback now is a backup. He has developed that young man. He went to FAU and developed an entire team. So for me, Lane tips in that aspect to say he can develop players. So, for example, if let's say for some strange reason TBD it's not there, or something strange happens to TBD, he can develop a Jeff Garcia. He can develop a team from an offensive perspective. Now, defense, we're gonna need some help, but from offensive perspective, I think Lane can develop players, especially quarterbacks.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Now, every good coach definitely gonna have to build a great staff around them. They're not a great coach without a great staff around them. That's critical. Your position coaches, all the way down to the secretary of the building, everybody is important. They all got a part into the machine. If you take a part out the machine gonna break. You're just gonna need repair. But you gotta have every piece in place. So you need an OC, a good DC. It's always one or the other that's what we've been battling. But we need to analyze. That's why right now it's the perfect time to analyze, identify, and make the right adjustments, because it's a critical time. So building that staff, that OCDC around those two leaders as a head coach is important. But again, when is that going to take place? When is Manny still there? Manny's still in the same. Do you build around him, or do you go move him out that picture? Because it's a chess. It's a game of chess.
Yeah, it is. Well, Brother Jay Blaze, as always, I love you, man. I got to get you up because there's more people calling, man. We running this thing a little bit.
No question.
And these guys got to go. Hey, Blaze, as always, man. Blaze, as always, you are the glue to the crew of the U, man. I just got a little. Hey, Coach got ball, man. Big shout out to me. Don DeMarco, Coach got balls. Because if y'all don't know Brother Jay Blaze, with all these YouTubers, man, believe it or not, he is the hidden glue. He is Slim from Cash Money. He's the Asian cat, part of the Neptunes that don't nobody know, that keep it going. He's whatever. He Brother Jay Blaze. He keep it all going, man. So with that being said, man, appreciate you. Also, again, prayers out to your family too, man. I know you're going through some things with that, man. So everybody, prayers up to Brother Jay Blaze and his family.
Everything on the strength of the Lord. That's what the Lord is, my glue.
There you go.
We go. Absolutely.
The Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is
I love it.
Never would have made it.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
There we go.
So, Brother Jay Blaze, I'm gonna let you ride, man. I got to get these guys going. I'm gonna run for a little bit by myself on this thing, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that Lane Kiffin deal and some Mario Cristobal too while we at it.
Take care, Blaze. Not here for you, brother.
See y'all. Love y'all.
All right, love
Much
you.
love.
All right, real quick for the next caller, come in. Actor Man E, I know you got to go do hair and makeup for your debut, man. So he got to go, guys. He got to go do his hair and makeup for the debut. Make sure you check it out. My man has put on his debut for his directing debut, and it's called Black Unicorn. Please go check it out. If you missed it, you can rewind this. Go check it out. Caller, give me 1 second. You can check it out. The link is in the description below at 8 p.m. Correct, E?
Yes, sir. 8 p.m.
8 p.m. on YouTube. You can view it on YouTube. Hit the button, like button, and all that good stuff. Let's support our brothers in this mission, man.
Yeah, man. And I want to just take a minute and let your callers know something that they probably already know. Not only are you a great coach, great YouTube host, but you're a great friend and man. You've been supporting me in this thing since day one, man. I mean, you always coming to my plays, always supporting and sharing my page. So I appreciate you. Matter of fact, listeners and watchers, he asked me to come on and promote the movie. I wasn't even going to ask him. He asked me. That's the kind of man y'all talking to. So I appreciate you, Coach. 8 p.m. Y'all click the link. I already got some notifications from some subscribers. I appreciate you. It's going to be nice. You're going to enjoy it.
8 p.m.
And,
what? 8 p.m. Taiwan time? 8 p.m.
No, 8
time?
p.m. Eastern Standard.
Okay,
man.
we're just
8
checking.
Eastern
We're just
Standard.
checking. Eastern
It's
Standard,
going to be
okay.
myself. I got a panel of people that contributed to the film as well. So we'll have a little panel discussion, give you a little more information on where you can see the full film, which, by the way, I forgot to mention earlier, we already got our first nomination, brother. We've been nominated for Best Short in the Orlando Urban Film Festival. So,
oh, man, good
I
job,
promise you guys are going to enjoy it. I appreciate it. My brother V12, I appreciate you, man.
For sure,
and,
man.
I'll look to see y'all later at 8 o'clock.
Hey, promise us one thing, man. Hey, promise us one thing, Actor Man E.
Come on, caller.
Hey, listen, I'm listen. Y'all know me. I got a little urban in me. Maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong. But when this thing get big, can you take us to Cannes? The Cannes Festival? Is it Cannes? How they pronounce it? Cannes?
Listen,
is it Cannes or Cons? Hold up.
It's Cannes, but here's
Okay.
the thing. That's why I told you earlier. Y'all support, because let me
Come
tell you
on,
something.
man.
When you get a little hot film, the other film festivals want to get in on it. They want to be like, hey, y'all need to come to our film festival too. So that's why I say them likes, them subscribes, them algorithms. I don't know how they work, but them algorithms, y'all go ahead and click a link or something.
So
and,
y'all want to travel?
Get me to Cannes, and I'll take y'all to Cannes.
That's what we talk about. I'm about to plug it now. Hey, so if y'all want to see Coach Hayes in Cannes via Actor Man E,
we'll do a show from Cannes.
Hey, hit up the Black Unicorns. Ain't many left, right? Bobby Bonner not here no more. Paterno not here no more. You know what I mean? The only one left, Black Unicorn left, is Nick Saban.
You know how we travel.
Yeah.
Dabo Swinney. We'll make it happen.
Hit my man up on his YouTube. Hey, shout it out, Actor Man E, and your Instagram. Put it out, man. So we try to get the cons. I love a good trip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, it'll be on my YouTube, which is a Real Talk FBS. Also, my Instagram, I'll have it on at Actor Man Essex, and Essex O'Brien, just like it says in my name on Facebook. So we're gonna blast it all, man. We doing the roll up to the premiere in January, so every little bit of support counts, man. I appreciate y'all.
All day to you, my brother. Congratulations.
Hey, you see Kane City Cartel, who just called in. He said, "Hey, I'm a fellow director and cinematographer.
Hey,
check it out." So there you go. That's why
follow me, man. I'll follow you back, man. We'll link up for sure.
And that's why I want to do this, put it out there, because you never know. Just because you're a football fan don't mean you don't do other things in life. So with all that being said, man, we'll definitely catch up. V12, I know you got to run, man. With my little nieces and nephews, and I got a call on the line right now.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's been fun, Coach. You know, I got a little one looking at me like this. Hey, she give me that East. And she just don't have no grill.
Kids. Yeah, we got to feed the kids.
She don't have no grill, but she give me an East like this. Like she got a 12-pack, like she got 6 to the top and 6 to the bottom. She like this. I'm like, I'm in trouble now. So, hey, I love y'all, man. Listen, it was fun. Coach, let me know what we're going to do in between time. We won't have no games for a few weeks. So, if I need to hop on something and ride that Jam Pony Express, meantime, just let me know and we could go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, my thing went from Orlando to 62nd like that, boy. Anyway, with that being said, listen, I'm going. I got a call on the line, man. Let me get these boys on him.
All right,
we'll holler at you.
All right,
y'all.
I love you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all day. All right, so we solo riding right now for a little bit. Catfish Genie in the building, but I got a call on the line. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Well, it's me again, baby. Bottom 1155.
Bottom, you was close, boy. You was close.
Hey, man, I'm watching it. I'm seeing Bean. They go to pick. All right, cool. But we had the second team in. I knew we was gonna run the clock out though.
Yeah. You almost had to pick. You picked 56-10. So you was real close, bro. You were real close.
Hey, Coach, you know what that 1155 stands for, don't you?
What time you get off work? I don't know.
Nah, man, that's the 305 plus the 850.
Oh, look at you, dog. Hey, boy, you be playing them little, them escape room games and stuff like that, huh? You got to figure it out there to get it going.
Dog.
Nah, I get you, man. That's good, man. That's pretty cool. All right, I never knew what it meant. That's cool though.
Yeah. But check it out though, man. I just poured me some cane juice, so don't think I'm crazy. But
you late
when Mark, huh?
If you just pouring it, you late.
Yeah. I try to take a little late trip. Thinking back when Mark Richt took over, did we love Manny Diaz as a defensive coordinator?
I think people were fired up about him. I think that the innovativeness with the chain brought a lot of hype to him. That 18 class was good. I mean, it was a lot of good things that happened to him as a coordinator. But again, I'll say this: just because you're a great coordinator, don't mean you can be a great head coach, right? But you have you have to tip your hand, and that's why I say the same thing with the coaching carousels. That if guys have not coached in the NFL and the NFL comes calling, you got to try it, dog, because you don't know. You may be the next doggone what's my man in New England? Oh, geez, I can't think of his doggone name. Come on, man. Bill Belichick. You may be the next Bill Belichick. Who knows? So you got to tip your hand. The thing is, the beautiful thing, Lane Kiffin has already been in the NFL, so he knows what it's like. I don't know if he'll get another shot in the NFL because that's a tight-knit community too. They blackball you real quick. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if he gets another trip. This may be his last stop.
Right.
You know what I mean? He may be the next Saban. If we can get it right, he could be the next Nick Saban at Miami in the sense of saying, be here 13 years with 7 championships.
Right. But I said that to say this. With Manny Diaz would you see a Manny Diaz swallowing his pride? Because I don't think he's going to get another head coaching job and let Lane Kiffin become the head coach and he comes back to being the defensive coordinator?
No, that won't happen. That won't happen. The school wouldn't even allow that to happen. You know what happens usually when people get fired? You know why they fire everybody when coaches get fired? Just like in Florida, all of those coaches are potentially going to get fired, except maybe 1 or 2 if they got real big ties for a certain reason, like Odell Hagan at Florida State, right? Odell Hagan is a lifer, played there, coached there for many years. He's got big, deep ties, especially in the Polk County area, in the Orange County area where he recruits. So he pretty much get any kid he wants out of there. He's just part of the furniture, and he's also not. He's not an ish starter. So what do I mean by that? He's not a person that's going to go against the grain with a new staff. He's going to conform to whatever that coach wants. Now, I say that to say this. The reason they get rid of everybody is because you don't want to be there. You know this, man. Last year we did it like this. Last year we did it like that. That's just natural. But if y'all did it, if it worked last year, y'all wouldn't have had a new head coach. So that's why they pretty much wiped the slate clean. So no, they definitely want.
And plus, they bring their own with them too.
It's a trust game, man. There's no resumes in college football. There's no resumes in football. There's no resumes in high school football. You bring guys along. You know this. You coach. Let me ask you a question. How did you get the job you got today?
Oh, my partner.
Stop right there.
Was on the squad.
Exactly. Yep. Stop right there. My partner. Yep. You didn't turn in a resume.
Mm-hmm.
You may have to turn one in for a technicality because you got to go through that process of. But he hired you because your partner. It ain't like you go to Procter and Gamble and apply for a job. The coaching is all about who you know and the trust factor, right? Or who knows you that's gonna vouch for you. It's like the mob, bro. That's really what it really is. So Like you said, you coach high school football. At the end of the day, Bottom, you got that job because of what? Who you know. Or your partner got the job and he was like, come with me, I need some help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you right about that though. Ain't no application.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well,
now you
right,
had to
Coach.
apply. You had to
Great
apply to get
game.
into the school system to be a coach there, but you didn't have to apply to get the coaching job there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, just a background check.
That's it, buddy. That's it.
Yeah,
but,
just a background check. I'm a volunteer coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got planned since we're gonna be off for a little bit?
Oh man, we own it. I told y'all, man, check it out. You see it scrolling at the bottom down there. We Coach A Football, we about to open up, man. We're gonna start watching some games on the website coming in, man. We're gonna try and just make the website bigger because YouTube, I'm telling you, they killing us. We do all this hard work and we get nothing out of it. Like there's nothing we get out of it in the sense of from a money standpoint. And when I say that, it's not to get rich, it's to make things better. You understand? Like remember we did the 8-hour video? Remember we did the 8-hour takeover?
Yeah.
Minus the donations, that video only made like $49.
Wow.
It costs $25 a month just to use StreamYard. So for 8 hours, I sat in this chair. But hear what I'm saying? For 8 hours, I sat in this chair, didn't get up, take a break, eat, nothing, for $49. I'm just saying, and I'm not here asking for, I'm not saying that we want to make this to be rich. What I'm saying is I can't even invest that $49 back to make it better. You understand? So we got to do it where other people don't have a hand in the cookie jar, man. So that's what we're working on right now.
True.
So that's why I said text that number and go subscribe to CoachHayesFootball.com as well. And we're gonna do a lot more.
Oh yeah, I'm already subscribed.
Sure enough, appreciate it.
All right, Coach, man. You take it easy. I know you got people calling.
Always, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, man.
All right. Yo.
Bye. All right, that was fun. I'm gonna stay on here just a little bit longer. Catfish Gene says, I heard my sister, cousin, uncle, them that Uncle Luke said that. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Manolo Diaz gotta go. You right about that, man. I appreciate you, Catfish Gene. I'm gonna hit you up. I got a caller calling in right now. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
This is Jay calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. One of them Carolina Canes.
All right, Carolina Cane in the building, man. What's your thoughts on the game, man?
I ain't really get to watch it because, the channel, we ain't got that up here. But, looking at the box score, I think we played a complete game for the first time all season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see everybody being happy about, like, the winning streak we had and things like that. But looking at those games, we only played a half of football in each of those games. We never played a full, complete game. So I am happy about that. That we did play a complete game. I know it was Duke, so I mean, they are who we think they are. With Duke as far as I say with that. But I think I will say this, and it's kind of like playing devil's advocate. But I realized that they were more concerned with breaking records as opposed to trying to win football games. And I feel like we got away with that because it was Duke. But if we was playing anybody else and we was trying to play that, we would have been in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we would have been able to get away with that playing, better opponents. But I think it was okay because, it's Duke and Lashley's on his way out and, some of these other guys are on their way out. So I think, it kind of take me back to what Ed Reed said on ESPN a few weeks ago and how the standard of the guys in the locker room is nowhere near the standard to where it was when Miami was winning national championships or competing for national championships. It's like the standard is way different. Like, you have more individuals as opposed to you have teams, like the guys that's competing as a team, you know what I mean? Like
I totally
back
understand.
then when like I remember watching back then on defense when you would see guys flying all over to the ball. It wouldn't just be one or two guys making plays. You would see a group of guys flying to the ball, whether they made the play or not. They was around the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was flying on all cylinders. The offense, everything was going all together. You know what I mean? But it's like now it seems more like it's more about the individuals. Like, can I get my stats? Or, you know, or we looking at Tyler Van Dyke, you know, he has 300-yard games. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But at the same time, we have to look at the totality of, you know what I'm saying, like the whole picture of the product that we're putting on the field, and not just, you know, looking at, oh, let's take these stats and say, oh, he had this, so yeah, that was just, yeah, we balled out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that works when we're playing Duke, but, you know, when we playing these other teams and it's not working, then everybody's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? It's been the same thing that's been going on. Y'all just choose to ignore it when we've been in games against teams that we already should be beating. You know what I mean? Like,
totally agree.
If we playing against, you know, like, for instance, people were excited about us beating Pitt and NC State. They was like, oh, that's back-to-back ranked wins. I wasn't really excited because coming into the season, those were teams that we were already supposed to be beating. You know what I mean? Like, they were ranked ahead of us because we didn't handle our business. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like they were just flat out more talented or better. We didn't handle our business. So when they came to us playing and we handled our business during the game, like, I can't get too excited because it's like we was already better than them. We was already supposed to be beating teams like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with you. Let me ask you something because you said a lot right there, and I want to answer a couple of things. First of all, how old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 in July.
So you're 29. I had to learn this myself, right? And I'm going to give credit to Streeter. As I got into this, we formed a good relationship. And we always talk about certain things. And me and him are the same age. He's been doing this. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. And you know what he said? Because I talk about players. And he said, "Hey, you got to remember, bro, the game has changed. People have changed. Here's what I realized." And I understand those things. Like, I didn't get a chance to see it yet because I've been in the woods, but I know Crowded app, they did a forum down there in Miami. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it. I didn't see it, but they brought a lot of guys from yesteryear on, and they talked about when they were there.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when your dad, your uncles, whoever, boy, when I was your age, we did it like this? Well, guess what? You grew up in the PlayStation era, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have a PlayStation. They didn't have that distraction in their life. So that's why they look at it as these kids lazy, blah, 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 blah. Right? Well, same thing now. You 30 years old. You look at kids on Instagram and TikTok, right? I'm gonna bring this back around to show you what I mean. What I'm trying to say is new things come about that create things, and the social environment creates these people. The problem is we want to look at everything through our eyes as older people. Even though you're about to be 30, you 10 years old. You're a decade older than these cats playing right now. Maybe about 13 years older than most of these kids playing. And I say all that, and I had to learn this. I say all that to say this. Society has created individualism because everybody now can just like this. Without the internet, I would have never had my own show.
That's true.
Everybody become famous off Instagram, TikTok, whatever they own, and everything becomes individualized. Everything. You go out on the town, it's 12 people go out to dinner. 10 people got their head down on the phone being an individual in a group setting.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I said all that to say this. I understand where you're coming from. It takes a unique coach to understand how to mesh the individualism with team and create an atmosphere. Because if y'all be sadly mistaken, if y'all don't think Alabama go through that same problem with Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever they got going on. They're the same kids, bro. They're not different kids. They're not, like Nick Saban said on one program, y'all think we ish out players? No, they got to create that atmosphere. And that's really what it's all about. And so you have to find a common balance. The coach has to know how to find that real common balance in order to make that happen. So yeah, a lot of things are about it. The media creates these kind of stats. We've got more stats now than we've ever had in football.
Definitely.
But why do they do it? It sells, right? It sells. Just like this. I'm a 5-star. I'm a 4-star. I'm a 5. That don't make the player no better. That's just some dude sitting in a corner looking at a film talking about he a 5-star. But it creates
the dude that probably never played the game.
Trust me, a lot of them. And it creates what? It creates individualism. So you got to find ways to roll that back in. But man, I appreciate your call. Here, I only got one question for you. I need one word. Who's the next head coach for the University of Miami?
Mario.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in. Carolina Kane. I love it, man.
All right. Appreciate you, Coach.
Anytime, man. Thank you for watching, man. Make sure you hit up that text number too, bro. Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Shut up. All right, I'm going to stay on for about 5 more minutes and be up out of here, man. Somebody, T. Hines, what's up? I think this is a young lady. I believe she said one time, and I can't ever get ladies to call in except Ms. Wilcox. She always called in. She ain't called in today, so I don't know what you want me to stop. But anyway, I got a call online. Give me 1 second. Bergie, what's up with you, man? Bergie in the building. Appreciate you. I'm not sure. This ain't there no more. This ain't 1987 no more. Right. I guess you'll respond to what I was saying earlier. Anyway, call or talk to a 305 area code. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hey, Coach. I called in earlier today.
I know you called in before the number came out, Anthony.
Hey, Coach. By chance, who got the closest in terms of the score prediction? Who got the closest? Was I pretty close, or
what'd you score? What was your score? What was your score prediction?
I said 52-10.
Yeah, you were close, bro. You was up by 5 points. Yeah, that was close.
And Coach, by chance, do you have any update? Like they said the announcement for the AD and the football operations person was going to be this week, and did they push it back to next week or something, or was that just a rumor?
Listen, bro. Like I said earlier, I have no idea. I don't try to get into that. I'm not here to break and crack the minds of the people behind those closed doors. Once the news come out, I will react to it, but I can't speculate. I don't even spend my time trying to find out what the date is, what Thursday. Listen, I'm not breaking news. I'll react to it once it comes out. I'll say my opinions about it, but other than that, I have not a clue, Anthony.
Yeah, and apparently I was reading articles. This was about recruiting, actually, and they were talking about Arch Manning, and they said since he has a a strong connection with Lane Kiffin, they were saying that wherever Lane goes, which is possibly Miami, he might follow Lane Kiffin. You actually think we have the Hurricanes have a chance at all with Arch Manning, or not really?
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, yeah, you could. Again, this is business. That's why I always say, don't get caught up with family. Yeah, we got a young man that's supposed to come, Ja'Cory Brown, but he's not signed on the dotted line until this Friday. But if he comes, that's fine. Like I said, I'll react to it if he comes. If he doesn't, but I'm cool with a TVD right now. I'm cool with a Jake Garcia. You know what I mean? Because at least I know what those guys have. Now here's the deal. Once you make those kind of deals with I'm gonna just say the devil. Hypothetically, I'm just talking here, guys. How much is Peyton and Eli Manning going to be in there, and Arch Manning? That's his grandson or something like that. How much of those guys are going to try to be in there? All those things play a part into it, though, Anthony. But like I said, I haven't even looked at Arch Manning's tape. I guess he's the grandson of the nephew, so I haven't even looked at it. But yeah, just because you got the last name, don't mean you got the same DNA.
Yeah, and honestly, when I look at him, he reminds me a little bit more of Eli when it comes to terms of his athleticism and stuff like that. But he has the mental acumen of a Peyton. He's as smart as Peyton with the athleticism and an arm strength of he has Peyton's arm strength and intellect and and
we'll
Eli's
find out.
athleticism.
And here's what I tell people all the time. You got to be careful in making these comparisons. He's got that intellect, and I guarantee whatever team, I've never looked at his film. I'll probably end up breaking it down. He's got that intellect because he might be playing against some poor little Timmies. When you get some 300-pound bullets at you, your intellect go out the window. You understand that? And your subconscious start playing. I'm not saying he won't. I'm not saying he will. That's what we have to see. Now, can you make some judgment? But I don't like making comparisons towards a 16-year-old, 17-year-old young man, kid, to a grown Peyton Manning.
Or Eli.
Or Eli Manning, a grown Super Bowl winning player to a 16, 17-year-old kid. That's unfair to the 16, 17-year-old. Now, if you go and pull up Peyton Manning's high school tape and his high school tape and make that comparison, then I say, okay, then he could be on track. But to say he's got the intellect of a Peyton Manning and he's 16, I can't make that comparison. But I appreciate you, Anthony. As I got to get out of here. But what's up? Talk to the last question.
Okay, and are you surprised that Romello didn't get a lot of targets this game?
Yeah, it's hard, man. One thing about being a receiver, and you play wide open, it's a lot of receivers out there, right? So, and then Rambo was a hot hand again. It's hard to take it out of a hot hand. You know what I mean? It really is. It's hard to take it out of a hot hand.
Have a good your rest of your weekend, Coach, and see you next stream.
All right, man. Make sure you hit that. Make sure you text that Hayes 393-9970. It's scrolling down at the bottom. All right, thanks, Anthony. All right, I'm gonna take one more call and we getting up out of here. I was doing 145 today. That's what we're gonna do. Let me see here. Go through some of these chats and we're gonna get up out of here. Somebody say Manning ain't following Kitten. I love it. But anyhow, again, like I say, some people are talking about the money. Oh, you got to wait a couple more days and this, that, and the other. It's hard for me to do that stuff, especially with a place like Miami, who is a private institution. And, none of their stuff is really public record. So a lot of things that we're hearing from people is getting passed down by hearsay. It's total hearsay. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Could I call people? Probably. I know quite a few people at Miami. I could call. I don't want to be that guy, right? I don't want. That's not my niche. So I don't know if it's a few more years on it. It's not a few more years left on his contract versus $2 million. I don't know, man. People can say anything they want. That's why I like to kind of react to it once it's out there. I can make it happen. Terrence Link say, I just tried to call. We're going to call back, man. We're taking one more call and then we're getting up out of here. I appreciate it. Barracuda Hunter. I'm going to leave Barracuda Hunter. I don't know what a Barracuda is. I know what a Barracuda is. But he said, Coach, you the real deal. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Alabama losing by 10. Let me tell y'all something, man, while I'm waiting on this next caller to call in. I had both eyes. My eyes was caught like a pistol. On this screen, I had the Miami game. On this screen, I had the Michigan Ohio State game. I'll be super. If Alabama lose this by 10 today, if Alabama lose this, you talking about a shakeup in the college rankings? Oh my God! And how they say it, I want to see how they gonna do this. What, you gonna move Cincinnati to 2? Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. I would love to see it. All right, last call, 614 area code. I think that's Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let me find out right quick. We got a 614 area code. Is that Tennessee area code?
Columbus, Ohio, 614 Kane in the house.
I knew it, man. I just tried to be slick. Oh, 614 Kane. All right, because of Columbus, Ohio. That's right. What's up with you, man? 614
Kane. What's up, Coach Hayes?
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, just glad we got a W. Feel great for the young men today. Came out, took care of business. I like what I saw. So I'll just start there. We got the offense rolling. We got in a nice rhythm today, I thought.
We did.
I liked what I saw from the offense.
Can I say this? I like what I saw from the offense and the defense. I have to be honest. People want to bust our head. Oh, well, we played Duke. But guess what? We've dropped. See, like, that's what I'm saying about our expectations too. You know what I mean? What's your name, boss?
Todd.
All right, Todd. Here's what we as fan base, I get it, right? But we can't have our cake and eat it too. I can understand we saying that against Central Connecticut State. But then we still playing Division I program. Now we're mad because we're not happy because we did what we're supposed to do. Now, if we would have beat Duke by 3 points or 4 points, I can totally understand people being upset. But we beat their behind. And we're like, well, that's Duke. We're supposed to do that. But let's celebrate that. Because we did what we were supposed to do. Right? That's what I'm saying. We did what we were supposed to do. So we should be celebrating.
You got to go out there and do it. You got to do it. You got to go out there and do it.
Yeah, because like we busting her behind. We busting her behind because we beat App State by a field goal. And we're not happy. And I understand that. But then we go and blow somebody out the water, and that ain't good enough either. We should be celebrating, kicking our heels like this the Canes we supposed to be. This how it's supposed to look. Yeah, I know it was Duke, but they got what they deserve. Like, that's how we should be looking at it. But instead, man, that was Duke. We ain't do that again. No, we didn't do that because my man Ackerman, he said we still a mediocre team right now. We are. We got to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I think we are. I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you this.
You're fine.
What do you think about how Rhett Lashley has his job performance over the course of the year?
Somebody said, stop it, Coach. Louisville destroyed them way worse. Come on, Kane on strong 24. I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to answer this question. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, Todd, let me answer that right quick. Kane strong on 24. Stop it, Coach. Louisville destroyed them way worse. I understand. But look how we played. We played as an entire unit. We played good. We put up good numbers. We got interceptions. What else do we want from the Miami Hurricanes? You know, that's like saying Alabama ain't that good because they only beat such and such by 21 points. Bro, we beat these people by 37 points.
All right.
Like, I get where you're coming from, Kane on strong, but we can't, and you can't judge each game by each little thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but I don't know what Cane fans want from the Canes right now. We go out, everybody know they're fired. They know they're going out the door, Todd. 37, we win by 37 points, 47-10. Rambo had a hell of a fight game. TVD played the lights out. Rooster played lights out. You say y'all wanted more Thad Franklin? You got more Thad Franklin. He gave him everything you want. It's like, I feel like Tyrese, what more do you want from me?
Right. What do you want from me? Right. I feel you.
Everybody in pregame, I want more Chase Smith. They gave you more Chase Smith. I want more Romello Brinson.
Great play.
Romello Brinson. I want more Brashard Smith. You got more Brashard Smith. I want more Thad Franklin. You got more Thad Franklin. Hell, y'all didn't even ask for risk, and they gave you him
Leonard
too.
Taylor.
I want more Leonard Taylor.
He almost picked up that fumble.
Come on, man. I mean, everything that you asked for, they did it and more, and we still ain't satisfied. I understand it's one game, but let's celebrate this, man, because you got to remember, we're not celebrating Manny Diaz. We're celebrating the kids.
All right? Yeah, the team. The young man. Right.
What more do you want from me? All right, go ahead, man. I'm sorry to answer your question. What was your question again?
No, the question was, what do you think about Rhett Lashley's job performance over the course of the season?
I thought he was on a crescendo. Do you know what that means? You know what a crescendo is?
Like kind of like building up to something.
Exactly.
Like building up, yeah.
Correct. So he built up. He started off down at the bottom and he went up. Why I disagree with that is because this is not your first OC job. Right? You were an OC at programs.
Yeah.
I think he did a bad job evaluating, using practice, spring. Think about this. You have a guy like TVD and Jake Garcia not knowing who was going to be the person at the time. King is out with knee surgery, recuperating. And your response is, I'm just being honest. Your response is, I didn't know that kid had that. Maybe I'm misquoting him a little bit. But you had all the spring, summer, pretty much. What were y'all practicing? What were y'all working on for 8 months, for 6 months of the year that you didn't know what this kid could and couldn't do, and give him an opportunity? And I think every week, what I didn't like about it, every week you added more to his plate when you could have been doing that back then, because let's be honest, if you're a coach, this ain't the first time you've been around a blown out knee. People don't recuperate from that as fast. Again, people listening. King, he'll be back in no time. He'll be back before Alabama, brand new. He'll be back. Bro, if you've seen blown out knees, people don't come back from that in a couple months. Those are 8 to 9 month injuries, bro.
Yeah.
8 to 9 month injuries.
No,
And
you're
so,
right.
as a
You're right.
coach, he should have already been and prepared that, okay, all right, Coach Dia, whatever conversation they had, we're going to start him. But you had to be prepared for the unknown, knowing that this kid may not make it through the entire season. I got to be ready to rock and roll with the next guy up. Who is it going to be? Jake Garcia or TVD? Well, Jake Garcia got hurt, so now it's only TVD in risk at this point. So, to answer your question, I thought that he gradually worked his way up, and I wasn't happy with the fact that he wasn't more prepared with the backups, because I understand you may not have known who would have been the guy, but the backup should have been more prepared. Or, I'm sorry, that's wrong wording. The backup should have been more confident in the backups than he was, and then gradually give him stuff. That way we could open up the playbook more and see what we did to Duke today. We could have probably done to other teams down the road, the Virginia, the all these other teams. You understand?
And the exciting thing is, I mean, I know it's not exciting that Jake was hurt and stuff like that, but what can Jake do behind Tyler? You know what I'm saying? Because we really don't know. We just don't know. I mean, we saw some in the spring game, and what I saw in the spring game, I liked from both. I liked what I saw from Jake, but I liked what I saw from TVD as well. But what if Jake can do that and more? We just don't know that yet. And
I'm gonna say this too.
I hope he can do that and more.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this about Jake. He doesn't have enough time on task. He could be better than TVD. He could not be, or he could be just as good. See, I'm very big. I'm very big on not putting more on people that has not shown us anything.
Right.
Like when I do them breakdown video, I see it all the time. All the comments. Oh my God, he's a Lave 2.0. Oh my God, he's da 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 da. And then when he doesn't turn out to be, guess what? We do just like we talked about in the show earlier with Bubba Bolden. Forget about him because he didn't turn out to your expectation. That's why I like to react to information and not try to be the first to break the news. I'd rather react to what I see and then give you my evaluation on it. That's just my opinion.
Well, you know something, Coach. I'm gonna give a positive.
Okay.
You know something that I've seen. I've really seen it get better all year. I know we started out a little slow and stuff like that. The offensive line was starting to gel there the last. I'd say 5 games. I mean, TVD, if you really think about it, he has not been getting hit a lot. Not really.
Oh, done a great
Not
job.
really. They've been giving him a lot of time to throw. I mean, some of our run blocking and stuff like that, I think we can still improve on that. But our pass blocking, I like what was going on. I love it actually, because he has time to throw the ball.
No, listen. The offensive line did the same thing. I thought they got better over time. My only problem with it is these are veteran groups. They shouldn't have gotten better over time. They should have been tweaking their skills, not getting better. Does that make sense? Like we saw growth.
Yep.
It shouldn't have been a lot of growth. It should have been tweaking. Here's a prime example. I knew we were in trouble on the offensive line when we still couldn't identify a starting offensive line, and we in fall ball, dog. We're in fall football, and we still trying to musical chairs who the starter gonna be. Remember that? We were in fall football, and we were still musical chairing. He's at guard today. He's at center tomorrow. He's at tackle this day. This guy's going to play. We didn't know who was going to be where. And I know there was some injury in there. I get that. But still, as a coach, you should, back to my what ifs. What if Johnny get hurt? Billy need to come in. Like those should have been solidified back in January. Let me ask you, who did we get new? Who did we get new this year on the offensive line?
Jared Williams, was it him? I'm not sure how much he played last year.
No, I'm talking about new to the team. New to the team.
I don't think the guy from UNLV. Olawasan. Olawasan, I believe his
Yeah.
last name.
And
I
he
think that
came-
was it.
One guy, and we still couldn't solidify the offensive line in fall ball, not spring ball, not summer ball, fall ball. Bro, fall ball ain't nothing but like 15 practices.
Right. Yeah.
So that's my only thing, man. I got to get out of here. I'm already past due, man. But thank you, Todd.
Oh,
thank you,
yeah.
man. Ohio
You
King.
gonna ask me the question? Who was one word as the coach? Who I'm gonna choose?
I apologize. I thought I did, man. What's the one coach you got? Who you got?
I gotta go with Mario, and here's why. I think if we pick Lane, he can build our team. But I think if we pick Mario, he can build the program. That's just me. And I think Mario brings a certain level of professionalism to the job. I'm not saying Lane is unprofessional, but Mario is going to bring that level of professionalism, a professional coach, to the job. And I think that's what we need.
I know it's about a 10-second delay between what we're saying and what the people see, but I want you to see my face.
I can't see it. I'm not looking at the computer.
You'll go back because everybody who calls in always go back and listen to the conversation because they want to see how they sound. I get it. But you're going to see my face when you said that.
I know earlier you said, Lane didn't do anything, and I get it, and that's respect. That's respect. But if you ask me my personal opinion, I think it's Mario.
I think
it's Mario.
I'm going to burn up 4 more minutes. It is what it is. So let me ask you this, bro. And I'm not knocking either one. I just think, again, I think sometimes we talk out of emotion. Do we want to be a team? And I'm not saying Mario Cristobal is going to do this. I'll tell you, I support Mario Cristobal just as much as I do Lane Kiffin. I think the only reason I have this point about Lane Kiffin is that the Canes need a shot in the behind right now. Right? I think it's like this. If I want to start a fire, I can start a fire 2 ways. Hear me out. I can take 2 sticks and rub them together. Take a long time. I can pull a light out of my pocket and light the damn match. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I feel the two are. We're going to end up with a fire, meaning we're going to end up with, some heat. But do I want to rub 2 sticks together like an old Boy Scout and eventually get a flame? Or do I just pull a light out of my pocket, just turn that thing on, let's go, turn up the heat? And I think
I'm with you. That's respect.
Yeah, but I just think that's what we need as a Cane fan, as Canes right now. We already 20 years in of building. We've tried it already with former Canes. It didn't work. Right? I'm not saying we didn't have good teams. And like I asked the previous caller, do we want to be Mike Gundy's team, Oklahoma State, that we're the team that ruins people's dreams, or we be the team that has dreams? Because right now, Oklahoma State don't have dreams. You really think Oklahoma State be talking about being ranked in the top 4 in the nation? No.
Hey, they win tonight. They very well may be.
They might. But that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing. Their destiny is in other people's hands. Because now these people got to lose. The Canes, see, we had something. So our expectation bar is here. It never goes down. I say that all the time. Oklahoma State, they never won nothing like that. That's an interesting stat to me. Ole Miss, the first time ever in school history, they had a 10-win season.
10-win season, right.
That's crazy.
Let me just push back on you, Coach Hayes.
Go for it.
I'm in Columbus. I was at the Oregon-Ohio State game.
Okay.
I sat up in the suite, Coach.
Do it.
This is for everybody listening. It's only a couple of people that have come in to the shoe to Ohio Stadium and beat Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
And when they came here, Coach, they didn't just beat them. They beat Ohio State down. Beat them down. I was at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a coach that can do that? That has his team prepared. Every week. Teams lose games. I get that. I get teams lose. But I think Mario can have his team prepared every week.
Okay, so then let me ask you a
Every
question.
week.
I know the chat gonna bust my head, but let me ask you a question then. Let me give you now some more pushback. And you know where I'm about to go with this. First thing, my rebuttal
It's coming. Go ahead.
No, but first thing I think in my heart of hearts is, I think Ohio State was in some disarray early in the season. It was something
That's
with
fair.
the defense It was an early loss, and they combated, and they end up being still number 2. But here's what scares me on the flip side. I'm so prepared for the Ohio State. I'm not prepared for Stanford.
And that could be true.
I'm so prepared. But I think that Cristobal does a great job coaching. I really do. But there is some inconsistency in the winning, right? I've said this before. I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm already at a 2-hour mark. Not Mario. Pac-12 is. Do you think Pac-12 is equivalent or lesser? Talking about strength of schedules than ACC.
It's probably the same.
The same. All right.
It's probably it's close.
Okay.
You maybe have Oregon, be equivalent to Clemson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you look at it like that.
Got you.
The hierarchy, the teams. I'm just trying to go the hierarchy of the teams.
Got you. So he has, I said this 100 times, he has all of the resources he wants. He's basically got a blank checkbook, endless amount of money, has the top recruiting classes every year in the Pac-12 and within the top 10 or maybe even top 5 in the nation. You're getting the best of the best, but he's getting to what USC used to get in the early 2000s.
Right.
And you're winning games by 3 points, by 7 points. I'm talking about what's consistent. You're winning Fresno State by 7. You're winning these games by 7. So if you I'm just speaking logically here. I'm not speaking out of emotion. I'm looking at pure what I see in transplant. Now take that and put it into Miami. What kind of recruiting classes do we get in the ACC?
In the Coastal, the number 1 recruiting class for 15 years in a row. In the Coastal, I'll just speak for the Coastal. I believe it's the number 1 class in the Coastal, 15 years in a row.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Perfect. Isn't that the equivalent of what you get at Oregon? And you're dropping games to Stanford. You're dropping games that I'm not saying we won't have a better record. I'm not saying that, but what I'm trying to say is we're dropping games that we should not be. We were just ranked number 3 in the nation. We going to the baby.
All right,
and we get whooped. Didn't lose, got whooped. Now, games happen. I get it. What I'm asking you is, where does that happen at? But when I flip it to the other side, he puts a Mike Leach to sleep. He puts those teams to sleep.
You talking about Lane, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's what I want to say about Lane. I swear to God, I'm getting out of here. Here's what intrigues me the most about him. And I know it's FAU. You go there your first year. This is what I like about him more. He takes what he has and makes it better. You go to FAU. Think about it. Even he recruited a class. Those kids are not playing. He is playing with what's on the roster and wins the conference. Now, I know it's FAU, Conference USA, or whatever it is. But what I'm saying is you go and you make it better with what you already have. Now, let's transplant him into Miami. You're going to come here to a program that we all can agree has tons of talent already.
Oh, tons of talent, especially on the offensive side.
Come on. My only hesitation is the defensive side.
Right, mine too. And that's why I said Mario. That's why I'm leaning more Mario now. And now that hearing some of the things you push back and stuff like that, I'm kind of thinking about the upward trajectory of both. The upward of if you put them side by side.
Okay.
The upward trajectory. Is it more Lane or is it more Mario?
Okay, here's my thing real quick. Sean Cox says Oregon QB sucks. Mario got him out of transfer portal. He got him out of transfer portal. That's what he decided to go with out of transfer portal. So you can't blame nobody but yourself. Like, yeah, he does. He's not very good, but you can't blame anybody but yourself. You went in the transfer portal. And my thing is, if we're such great recruiters, why don't we have a quarterback ready to go next after the guy went to the league? And you're getting the best players. Do y'all see where I'm coming from when you just break stuff down logically? Forget the emotion.
Right. No, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
even to the fan base when I'm saying that. Forget that he grew up in Miami, went to Columbus, went to Miami, coached it all. Just let's look at stuff logically. That's all I'm saying right now.
I was just thinking it would just. I think Mario would be a solid hire. I really do. I think so, especially if with the reports. You can't believe something. You can believe something. You can't believe it. You know what I'm saying. But if Zoe comes with him and be the chief of football and all that, if it happens, it happens. But what if it does happen? Think about what you would have, and like you got somebody above him that's locked in just to football. And that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's why I say Mario.
Correct.
That I don't think it would be any expense spared to bring in the coordinators that can do what we want. You know what I'm saying? Offense,
Correct.
like you said, we want the spread or this power spread or what. If we want to keep Rhett's offense, we want to change it up. If we want to come out of the 4-2-5 or whatever, I think we can get a coordinator to fit what we want.
Yeah, and I talked about that. He got to strike right. But somebody else left a thing in here, man. I'm never gonna get off this doggone thing. Somebody says, what did Lane do when he was at USC? Well, his first year he was 8-5. He went 10-2, 7-6, and then got fired at 3-2. But mind you, he lost 30 scholarships.
Right, I remember that.
Like he lost 30, and it wasn't him who lost it. Pete Carroll. Wasn't it Pete Carroll?
Yeah, Pete Carroll, yeah.
Pete Carroll and them got them sanctions with Reggie Bush. So we go a 10-2 team, 8-5, 7-6, with 30 scholarships gone. Take those chances. And hold on. And at USC, every time he was ranked 14th, 25. This was preseason, 14, 25, 1, and 24. They were ranked at USC. They were ranked.
That was his first head coaching job, right? USC?
Nah, Tennessee. Well, the Raiders before that, and then Tennessee.
The Raiders, okay.
But Tennessee was 7-6 first year, right? He's 7-6, bowl eligible, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. And people, he bounces like Warren said earlier. But he left for his dream job of USC, a Southern Cal kid.
Let me ask you this: if two-part, if Lane comes, what's our record next year?
Can I go on the record and say this?
Clemson,
Can I go on the record
we
and
play
say this?
Clemson and Texas A&M, I believe.
We win the Coastal. I'm going on the record right now saying that 11/27, 2021, we win the Coastal.
If Lane comes, we win the Coastal. Okay. If Mario comes,
9-3. We still may win the Coastal. 9-3.
but you definite. If Lane comes, we win in the Coastal. 10-2 for sure.
Yeah, and you want to know why I say that? Because we're gonna outscore everybody. We look at the this ain't about Lane.
Right.
This is about the person that's gonna give the pieces of the puzzle the ball. Look at the Bashar. See, if we didn't have young players, if this was a senior heavy team, and these all were new guys, I would be like, yeah, Look at what everybody that played this year is coming back, except who? Who's not coming back on the receiver side? That was significant. Rambo?
Rambo and Harley.
Okay.
All right.
I
mean, no, I'm
just saying.
I'm with you.
From the running back, all the running backs come back except Cam.
You, Cody, Thad.
They all the same grade.
Don Chaney, yep.
See, I forgot about Chaney. I'm thinking Rooster.
Yeah. No,
you
Rooster,
got Rooster.
I mean, you figure Chaney. Was, Rooster and Chaney, right?
Bro, you got Rooster, Chaney, Thad, and Cody Brown. Mallory coming back next year. We got Arroyo, a younger Arroyo. We got the kid from the West, number 18. He was 18. Keontra, I forget his name, y'all. I apologize.
What's Smith? Keyshawn Smith, him, and Jacoby George and Brinson.
This is what I'm saying. These are babies that are productive. And this dude is coming into a roster, and he's shown that repeatedly. You've shown that you come, bro. You're in Ole Miss right now in your second year, 10-2, ranked number 8 in the nation. Your first year was COVID year. You went 5-5. Not an excuse. It's reality. Your second year, you're 10-2. You dropped games to Alabama. And who else did they lose to? I forgot.
They beat Texas A&M. LSU maybe.
Nah, come on, somebody. Talk to me, somebody. Talk to me, somebody. Who else did they lose? Who did Ole Miss lose to besides Bama this year? They dropped 2 this year so far. I don't want to pull it up. Come on, man. Y'all. Look at this. James Welford says, wide receiver talent off the chart, offensive talent, defensive talent off the charts, quarterback talent off the charts.
You might have it. You got a good argument for Lane. I mean,
I'm just saying that, and my thing is this, and here's my thing about the ACC. People talking about Florida. I don't think he'll go to Florida. That'll be a third SEC job. I think right now, the ACC is the path of least resistance to the top.
Oh, that's for sure.
So why not take let's be honest. Who cares about what path you take as long as you get to the top, right? So let me ask you this in life. Would you rather walk through the Everglades in the swamp, or would you rather drive the car around the corner?
I mean, yeah, drive the car around the corner.
Come on. So why should I go through it? Because I want to beat my chest and say, yeah, you got to remember what else plays in that. Injury. When you play them tough games week in, week out, now you fighting the injury bug. You fighting all the different things that happen. Of course, people get hurt, but people don't understand that. You want the more tough team. That's just for your bravado. That's for you to beat your chest. Man, look here. If I could walk through, because ask Clemson. Look at they road to victory. Who was their toughest game? And nobody looked at Clemson like they were a bad team.
Clemson's toughest game was Georgia.
No, but I'm talking about, yeah, but I'm talking about in the ACC. When they was hot. When they was hot. Who was they tough? Brantley. Thank you. Khalil Brantley was the tight end I was talking about. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Auburn. People say, yeah, man, they lost to Auburn.
Auburn, okay. Clemson, you saying Clemson's toughest game?
Clemson's toughest game in the ACC. To get to the top. Who was their toughest game?
It wasn't us.
That's my point.
Probably North Carolina, probably.
That's my point. You're proving my point that we have to guess who is the toughest game in the ACC. Who is the toughest team in the ACC? Who's the best team in the ACC?
Right now is Wake Forest.
No, I'm talking about when the Clemson's high. Who's the best team in the ACC?
Oh, I mean Clemson. I mean probably
Clemson. No, Clemson. Just that simple.
Clemson. Yeah, Clemson.
There was no. The second was way down here.
It was way right. I mean, it was a noticeable drop off.
Correct. Florida State. I'm glad people brought it up. Florida State. Look when they were on the height with Jameis Winston. What was their toughest game?
I don't even
That's my
remember.
point.
It wasn't us because they beat us.
So
right.
What's the easiest way to get to the top? That's what I'm saying. This is the easiest way to get to the top. A bunch of talent. You loaded with talent. Think about this. Miami Hurricanes have beat the Coastal team right now, which was Pitt. We beat them.
Beat them and beat NC State.
Come on.
No, you're right. I mean, we got the talent. I mean, there's no question that we have the talent, especially on the offensive side. Now, defensively, I think there's some talent there, especially on the back end. I think there's a lot more on the back end. The front, the line, D-line, in spots, yes. The linebackers, we got work to do. We have work to do.
I agree. I think our most experienced group, not experienced, but our most talented group is the back four, right? The safety room is loaded. But again,
I'm fine with them.
Yeah, but they use James Williams in a linebacker role. You see, they're starting to push Chase Smith inside. You're going to have to maneuver some people. There's some things that need to be worked on. But what I like is, can we outscore enough people? Bro, how many people in the SEC scoring up 45, 52 points a game?
There's not very many.
And that's what. Now, am I saying Did I say Lane gonna win the national championship this year? No, didn't say that. But the Coastal,
no, right.
The Coastal ain't hard. The Coastal,
we could get to the ACC championship game. I mean, that's definitely we could get there.
Yeah.
We're good enough to get there every year.
And let's be real.
I mean, our talent would say that we're good
enough. It's still the hardest team. Still the hardest team right now is still who?
In the Coastal?
No, in the Atlantic. It's Clemson.
It's Clemson, right? And they're down. They were down this year,
But I'm just saying, they still the hardest team. They still got a lot of talent. They just haven't found a way to put it together yet, so far as that quarterback deal. But, bro, they got it, dog. Todd, trust me. Remember, I didn't say win the ACC. I think he could, but we definitely going to Coastal, dog, this year. That if we less than the Coastals, then I tell you, I'm going to be an FIU fan. If that dude can't come in here and win the doggone Coastal, like that's not even a question in my eyes. Based on what I see and what he does with what he gets.
I mean, he got the quarterback. I mean, we have the quarterback.
And Todd, the pieces are here. It ain't even like, you know what I mean? It ain't like somebody saying, hey, can you go shopping to make this? We already got the ingredients here for you, chef. All you gotta do is put it together. He ain't got to go to the store, right? He don't have to go to the store and wait for the bananas to get ripe. They already sitting there waiting for you, baby. All the ingredients are in perfect condition. I just don't know how to put them together. That's why I'm hiring you to make the perfect cake. That's it.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you got a good argument. I mean, like I said, I'll try to keep an open mind, but I said Mario, but you know,
no, but stay with your guy.
You opened me up to a couple things, so you know.
I appreciate it, man.
I'll take that. I'll take that. And so, yeah, but it's good talking to you, man.
Always, man. Anytime, man. I went over. I just enjoyed the conversation, man. It was great, man. But Todd, thank you so much. I'm gonna get off here. I'm way past my time, man. But guys, you always want to welcome. Make sure you hit that up down at the bottom for the latest updates on CoachHayesFootball.com. Make sure you hit that for me, Todd, too. Text Hayes to 39970 so you get on that mailing list, and we're gonna go ahead and make it all happen, man.
Yep. All right. Peace.
I appreciate you. All right, man. That was super fun, man. We went well over time than we supposed to, man. Everybody got out the building. I'm in here by my doggone self. So with all that being said, let me take these things off of here. Let me stop this comment for rolling. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I had over 200 people follow me from the beginning to the end, right at the 2-hour and 17-minute mark. We whooped on Duke. Again, somebody said I put on there just to use their common sense. T. Hines, appreciate you, says thanks. Look at this. Coach Hayes, I forgot the running backs off the charts. Dog, we got plenty of talent. Baby Shaq says, Coach Hayes asked y'all to use common sense and y'all start stuttering. I love it. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about think out of my heart. Oh, Miami. Just let's look at what we have. And that's what you have to do when you vetting things. Take the emotion out of it and just look at what you see. And then start peeling back the layers of the onion. That's all I'm asking, guys and ladies. That's all I'm asking. I need some ladies to start calling in too, man. Y'all stop playing. I need ladies to call in because we equal opportunity podcast. I guess that's the right way to say it. But anyway, with all that being said, I appreciate it. Solo D gonna take us out of here, man, with some Kane game. I'm not Kane game, beat Duke. And I guess I'll holler at y'all on the back end. Appreciate it. Peace. See y'all. Hey, matter of fact, hold on. Make sure you do that because we got a long time before we'll find out what kind of bowl we're going to be in. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to have some good stuff coming up. And the WRE is coming back out. I've been working on the website, so they're coming back out starting Monday. We rocking and rolling, and we here to stay, man. All right, see y'all. Peace.
Woo! Gang, look. They like Solo. We been in the drought, man. You got to give us something. I was like, all right. Took a break for a minute, but now we right back to the business. The shop is back open up. We come from Miami, they think that it's sweet, but this week we gon' prove ain't no coconut. We was praying for Manny, but now he back healthy, ain't lose no position, we going up. We started the season on rank, and now we top 10 BCS, gotta notice us. The squad been putting in work, we 7-1, we reaching for new levels. Believing in God, we're facing the squad, we never been scared of no Blue Devils. Our eyes on the prize, we just wanna rise and be at the top of the ACC. We all in your face, it ain't make believe. We went out to schedule a few teams, take some L's, and I guess it's gonna be some new vacancies. My squad got it covered. poppin' like Maybelline. We just wanna ball, put on for the city, come back with a ring like it's 83. I be throwing at you, but don't play with me. I get with the gang and it's mutual. Been winning these games, they say it ain't pretty, but really a victory beautiful. We get the NC, I bet Duke know. We tryna blow through them like hookah smoke. But no, we not sleeping at all. Don't care about they record, let's play like we 2-0. So let's hit they fit up in battle mode. We cannot be friendly in savage mode. Let's trade them at L, no collateral. Keep the season alive like the lateral. Be do. 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 So low. So low. So low. So low. So low. So low.